times in a row. It's just like, because they were so bad. This is what type of coaching Caleb Williams needs. And you're starting to see him sort of come out of his shell and really just calm down.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Before the Growl. You can see John Ireland joining us from location. Where is he at today?
John, why don't you answer?
There.
He's
there
he's
is.
in Arizona.
Yes,
I think,
he's in Arizona.
For the Suns for the Suns preseason game.
Yes.
So John is he's going to be on Comrex. He's going to join us.
He's going to be on Comrex.
But I thought it'd be funny if we have, because we're all a YouTube show now.
Yeah.
On YouTube, the hottest show on YouTube.
Hottest show on YouTube, exactly right.
We got to have a visual for John, so there he is.
Yeah, and he's a Children's Hospital Los Angeles, Make March Matter. He's wearing that, so it's very, very charitable, John Ireland.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. And I look forward to looking across the way to a paper cardboard cutout of John all day.
You told us that in a text last night that you were going to fly to Milwaukee based on the crazy mistakes that were happening yesterday with the Dodgers at the end of the game. Did you end up flying to Milwaukee? Oh, we'll have to wait in here.
We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait in here. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, that game was incredible last night.
Oh, my God.
Snell was incredible. I, had to partake in order to calm my nerves down. Just a little weed. To calm down my heart rate a little bit. So I had to avoid that. And it was honestly great.
Yeah.
I like playoff baseball. Calm down a little
Oh,
bit.
God. It was so nerve-wracking, the ending of that game. And Ireland, you see him there.
Right, Ireland what?
Made me a $20,000 mythical money bet that Blake Trinan would give up the tying or go-ahead run. And sure enough, he got out of it. Now, I would never bet against the Dodgers. He made a bet against the Dodgers.
You would never boo the Dodgers, never bet against the Dodgers.
Never bet against the Dodgers.
So how do you show your mistrust or your distaste with what is happening with the Dodgers?
I have this microphone and a radio show.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
That's
so
how you do it. You can say
tell
that.
people when I'm happy and when I'm not happy.
I have a question for you, Mace. So
Yes.
I know you're on a health journey, so
Yes,
you're
I am
eating much healthier than I am currently. But for me, I smoke a little bit.
Yeah.
What's your go-to, maybe back in the day when you would DoorDash or whatever? What's your go-to for that?
My go-to is, let's see, Fresh Brothers.
Oh, Fresh Brothers.
I love me some Fresh Brothers, man.
Pizza.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Pizza from Fresh Brothers, I'm good with.
Lots of carbs.
When I have no self-respect, I go.
Or amazing self-respect.
I go
Fresh Brothers is
Domino's
great.
if I have no self-respect.
Yeah.
I go Prime Pizza if I feel really good about myself.
Okay.
That's my.
When you're willing to spend $30 on a pizza.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's a range on where. What did you go with last night?
So last night it's either pizza, like you're mentioning,
Okay.
Prime Pizza, Joe's Pizza. I like those, Fresh Brothers. Or last night I went to Taco Bell.
No.
And that
nice.
was great.
Was that DoorDash?
DoorDash, Taco Bell. I do have Dash Pass with my credit card.
Yeah.
So like my credit card includes Dash Pass for free.
So what is your Taco Bell order?
So I don't go crazy. I have the Cravings meal, the combo with the chalupa.
Yeah.
And it comes with like a crunchy taco and a 5-layer burrito, and then obviously a Baja Blast. Like you can't get through the all. Well, John, you like Baja Blast, right? There we go.
We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait
for
here.
his opinion.
Yeah. Taco Bell, it was invented for stoners.
Of course.
It is stoner food.
It's not Mexican food. It's Americanized tacos.
Yes.
And it's just ground beef smushed in there at the very bottom. Like, who cares if the shell has any integrity? It's going to fall apart.
By the way,
you're going to lick up the ground beef.
The ground beef has no integrity.
Of course.
That is like powdered beef that they put water in and stir around.
Sure.
Oh, God.
And I know that as I'm putting it into my body.
Yes.
Devontae Adams, our star wide receiver, loves his Taco Bell.
True.
As well.
Good. Yeah, he's got
John,
one in his house.
do you like your Taco Bell? I can't hear.
He's not a Taco Bell guy. I can tell.
Not a Taco Bell guy?
No, he's going to Slay's in Manhattan Beach. He's not going to Taco. He DoorDashes Slay's. That's how.
It's you can DoorDash good stuff, but I'm also like I'm not craving the good stuff when I'm. And I also put on after the Dodger game the Social Network. I was like, let me just put on the Social Network, have some Taco Bell, and then it was pretty great.
I put on the Elizabeth Holmes documentary Out for Blood for about the 1,000th time.
So what do you gain each time you watch it?
A new appreciation for just how weird she is.
That is crazy.
But like a show to go to sleep to. A lot of people, Law and Order is their go to sleep show.
Or like Parks and Recreation, or like a funny thing like The Office.
But for me, my go to sleep show is Elizabeth Holmes, and she doesn't blink at all, and she has the nanotator.
The important step forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that show.
That's crazy.
Show. Yeah. All right. Coming up next for you, John Ireland will bring you some personality. Unlike what he did in Before the Growl. We're all over Dodgers for you. We've got that coming up for you. Make sure to join us on the radio and on YouTube.
Presented by Pechanga Resort Casino.
Listen every Monday during football season
to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, Mason and Ireland, and the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show.
All you have to do is make a super prediction,
and you can win $1 million.
$1 Million Mondays presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
History lives in the Lakers. Kobe, Magic, Kareem, all the greats. And with LeBron James and Luka Doncic, we are witnessing history being made right now. The excitement never ends, and every bounce, every bucket, every moment seems to only get more exciting. You can catch every Lakers moment from way back then till now at the official Lakers YouTube channel. Get the sickest, latest highlights, in-depth behind-scenes access, historical moments cemented in time, and more at Lakers YouTube. And subscribe now.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Los Angeles International Airport's People Mover trains begin rolling early next year as part of LAX's ongoing investments to transform and improve your travel journey. The People Mover trains will quickly move guests between their terminals and our new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, economy parking, and Kiss and Fly lot. The trains will make it simple and fast to get to your LAX destination in 10 minutes or less, and trains depart every 2 minutes beginning in early 2026. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Josh Allen's passing yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only on Prize Picks. Follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new Feed tab on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a great way to put your takes to the test. If you want flexibility, choose FlexPlay, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the Power Play. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Coverage of the 2025 Major League Baseball playoffs on ESPN LA is driven by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. You know, we joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them, and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Now that I'm a dad, I can't stop thinking about what would happen to my kids if something happened to me, like losing the house or not affording college.
Yeah, that used to keep me up at night too. It's why I finally got life insurance from Ethos. It's 100% online. No medical exams, just a few health questions. I got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day.
I never realized it was that simple. Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
Rates may vary. Bill monthly. Sample rate 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy non-smoking male.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma Brands radio station.
Here we go, 12 o'clock in the Southland, a wet Southland.
Yes.
Be careful on those roads. Is it still raining?
Yeah, it's still
raining.
It is? Coming down. Coming down.
It is a live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence, the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland. I want to know why I'm looking at a cutout of John Ireland.
Yeah, why are we looking at a cutout of John Ireland?
Because I look very handsome in that cutout.
You think so?
I don't know. I can't see it.
You look stiff as a board.
Well, I am a board, literally.
All right.
Well,
we'll get to that.
Yeah,
let's do it. The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland, your Tuesday afternoon. Right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So with that said, let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it, people.
God, I love Donna.
She's the best.
She's
the best. So last a thrilling Dodger game.
It almost came close for you, didn't it?
Oh, God. It's bad for everybody's heart. Everybody's heart. Because that was tough in the ninth. In fact, it was to the point where Ireland bet me $20,000 mythical dollars.
Yes, I did.
That Blake Trinan would blow up.
I was screaming in my hotel room in Phoenix. I was in a room by myself, and I was screaming, no, no, no. I'm surprised someone didn't call security. I can't believe they went to Trinan, but he shut me up. He got him out of there, and you had a very good weekend. Think about this. All right? USC beats Michigan. You were there.
Yep.
Rams win.
Yes.
You took down the only undefeated team in our fantasy league.
Yeah.
And you avoided getting guillotined by less than a point.
Less than 1 point. Lucas got bounced.
And on top of all that, you got $20K in mythical money for me because I didn't trust Blake Trinan.
Exactly.
You should have gone to Vegas.
Should have gone to Vegas. Absolutely. It was. I'll tell you what. The wild play was just. Took me a while to figure out exactly what happened. Did you?
Well, not just you. I think it took everybody because at first, the way Brian Anderson called it, it sounded like he ruled what that guy did in the outfield was a catch. And I saw the ball hit the wall, and I'm like, wait, if it hits his glove and then it hits the wall, that's a live ball. That's not, he can't catch it now.
Yeah.
So I think Teo was confused like I was.
Yeah.
And he thought, okay, did he catch it? Did he not catch it? He waited until he caught the ball and started his throwing motion to take off from third when he could have, Mace, taken off as soon as the ball hit the outfielder's glove the first time.
Here is the way, by the way, you mentioned, Brian, here's the way that play went down. Listen to it, and you can hear some confusion here, too.
And Muncy skies one to center field, hit well. This one's got a chance. Freeland going back to the wall. He leaps. It's in and out of his glove, but he caught it. And now chaos on the bases. Might have a play at the plate. The throw. Not in time. No, he's out. He's out. It's a forced play at the plate. And he is out. All of this is going to be reviewed.
It's only a forced play if he didn't catch it.
I don't think they know. Also, did he leave early? Once it hits the glove, you can leave the base. It hits the wall.
It's the first play, then. It's the first play.
It's going to be a forced play.
It's no catch. He hits the wall off his glove. And now it's a forced play at home.
Let's see. And the throw beat him. So you're going to have bases loaded and 2 outs.
So I know that you can hear their confusion. I would imagine Teo should get an excuse because he couldn't figure out what was going on either. Nobody really understood. The play-by-play guys didn't understand it. Good for the umpires. They kind of knew what was going on from the very beginning. But the old 8-6-2 double play is very, very rare.
We had Boog Sciambi on this morning who was calling it on ESPN Radio, which you heard here yesterday on ESPN LA, and he told us he was very confused.
Yeah.
I think the whole country was confused.
And producers were telling him in his ear what they thought was going on. but they didn't know what was going on.
So you can't really blame Teo for not knowing what's going on, given the fact that nobody
coaches? The base coaches.
Well,
Maybe they should have.
How would the base coach be able to communicate that?
Now, I was
with
told
signals and signs.
Dino Ebel had to figure it out, too.
No. What signs would you want to give?
I don't know. I'm asking you guys. Do you think the baseline coaches would be able to communicate that?
So you're suggesting that Dino Ebel, when the ball is in the air, could say to Teo, remember, you can go as soon as it hits his glove. He didn't know it was going to hit his glove.
Right. Hang on a second, Em. What's that?
So the outfield umpire called it as safe.
Yes.
And he did the not a catch symbol. And so Dino Ebel should have seen that and sent Teo.
Right.
But no, that's when Teo went. As soon as the umpire made that signal, he had, so this all happened in a matter of a second.
Oh, yeah, moments.
The ball hits his glove, then hits the wall, then he catches it. Then the umpire makes the sign Emily's talking about.
Yep.
That's when Teo did go, Em. He waited too long, but he didn't know any better. I didn't know any better. I don't think anybody knew any better. I have a problem blaming anybody for that. It's never happened in the history of baseball.
Well, I heard Dave Roberts afterwards. I heard a press conference afterwards. He said, yeah, I was confused about what was going on. Teo has apologized, but I was confused.
He said Teo knew the rule, just had a brain cramp.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I obviously wasn't in Milwaukee, but when the ball hit his glove and then hit the wall, is that something Teo should have seen with the naked eye and taken off? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess he had to be looking at the umpire to see the no catch sign to be able to know what was going on.
Yeah, it's never. By the way, I was scouring social media last night. This has never happened before. Basically, it was the longest single in the history of baseball.
Yeah.
Because all that was a single, but by the time they threw it back in.
And the weird thing is, Sal Frelick, because he didn't make the catch, the Dodgers got screwed up. Had he made the catch, we would have taken a lead there, just a 1-0 lead on a sac fly.
By the way, had the same exact play happened in the infield, had he hit it like super high in the infield, then they call infield fly rule, and everybody knows what's happening.
Yeah.
But the fact that he sent it that far had everybody messed up.
Yeah. So, Dave.
Well, listen, why let Blake Snell throw another inning? He was doing so horribly.
Was just going to go there.
Why not? Why? You should definitely get him out of the game.
Dave.
And I
Blake
hear all this stuff.
Snell.
And even Bergman, who usually is a defender, said he wants to pitch Game 5, but let him go out there. And if he gets in trouble immediately, out of him on a tight leash, Ireland, you had to be thinking, why not just let him finish the game?
Yeah.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Well, matter of fact, I was screaming at the TV. But do you know why he went to Sasaki when Snell was so dialed in? Pitch down, I guess?
Dave Roberts, apparently, I did not hear this. Parker Bell says he heard Dave Roberts say it was a 50-50 call.
Yeah,
so could have gone either
50.
way. He took the wrong 50, exactly. Because I would have stayed with Blake Snell, who has given up. John, this stat is just unbelievable to me. In his last 40 innings, he has allowed 3 earned runs.
Right, and so the decision to pitch him in Game 1 rather than Ohtani is going to be really good because if you need him, if it goes 7, you can pitch him 3 times.
So a couple of numbers that will pass along. M dug these up. Third pitcher in MLB history with 8 innings pitched and 1 or fewer hits and 10 strikeouts in the postseason games. Yep, Musina and Roger Clemens.
No, well, this might be a different stat, but there's only been 2 players in the history of baseball. Snell, when he left the game, had faced the minimum amount of batters.
Correct.
Okay? Because the one guy who did get a hit, he picked him off.
Yeah, Caleb Durbin got cut off.
Right. So when he went, it was 24 up, 24 down. Okay? Only 2 other players in postseason history have done that.
Yeah, Don Larson and
Larson's
Roy Halladay.
perfect game and Roy Halladay's no-hitter.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and a lot of people
I
said
don't take that guy out.
They think that was the most dominating performance since Roy Halladay's no-hitter. And I can't think of another one. I heard Freddie Freeman ask this. Can you think of a more dominating starting pitching performance he said, nope, that is as dominating as somebody can be. He had the changeup working, 3 different changeups. He's got like changeups within changeups, slightly changing speeds. And then you can't sit back on the fastball because he's throwing so many changeups. I just thought elite performance, as good a performance as you're going to see, and Dave should have let him finish. I think I texted on our chain, complete game would be legendary. It would be something.
Yeah, they haven't had one all year.
Yeah, and It's been a while since, I don't know, have we had one in the postseason this year? I don't think we have.
Definitely not in the postseason.
For any team?
I don't think any team has thrown a complete game in the postseason
in
this
the
year.
postseason this year.
Scooble didn't do it?
No. They pulled Scooble after 6 on Friday night.
No, the very first game of the playoffs. I thought Scooble might have
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, okay. we'll look it up. But it's very, very rare. So
the Dodgers are, I mean, they played better. They were the better team. That one weird double play kind of screwed them. But, boy, the Achilles heel of the Dodgers is clearly that bullpen.
Yep.
And for that reason, Mace, it's even more imperative you leave Blake Snell in.
Right.
That bullpen should be, in case of emergency, break glass, and that's it.
Well, we kind of thought Roki was locked down at some point, right?
Not last night.
Yeah, not last night. Because, he had no feel for the strike zone. The splitter was just diving completely out of the zone, so guys were... that's why he walked guys. And, that first guy in particular, it's a 2-run lead. You can throw him strikes. You can afford to throw him strikes. If he hits it out of the yard, you still lead the game.
Do you understand why Pages was playing so shallow on that double? Because the runner at first didn't mean anything. The double that went over his head,
that went over his head,
right?
Right.
All right, so isn't it kind of like football at the end of games? You want to keep everything in front of you?
Yeah.
I don't know why he was in so close, but they hit it over his head.
Yep.
And then the Dodgers caught a break because the ball bounced out, or else that runner from first would have scored for sure.
Yeah, by the way.
But if Pages is playing deep, that's an out.
The most recent complete game in the playoffs was in 2017. Game 2 of the 2017 ALCS, Justin Verlander against the Yankees. That is amazing. It's been 8 years since we've seen a complete game in the postseason, and that would have been perfect tonight. All right, coming up next for you, Jessica Mendoza, our friend Jess, has got a suggestion for what Ohtani can do to get out of his slump. That's coming up next for you. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Want to stay up on the latest slang? Forget TikTok. Just listen to Sedano and Cap in the morning.
Hey, Cappy, I got a new word for you.
Yeah.
My nephew was talking about something being bad this week, and he goes, "Oh, no, man, that's totally buns." And I was
Buns?
like, what?
Buns
and that's
is a
like a
thing.
thing
Yeah,
now.
like- really?
Yeah,
Like
something-
booty.
Like, that's buns.
That's buns, like B-U-N-Z? That's buns?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sedano and Cap. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Oh, I've been slamming pumpkin spice lattes from Pink Coffee. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Catch the big baseball series on our big screens everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
Nothing but a good time. Brett Michaels' only SoCal show, November 21st. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a new Land Rover Defender. Earn entries with your rewards card, and you could be the winner. October 30th.
Morongo. Good times.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Huckleberry Vodka, crafted with real mountain huckleberries, Idaho State fruit. Think blueberries, but richer. Try pairing it with lemonade. So refreshing. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
What's going on? It's Bethel Durant, and I love rolling around in my Toyota. Tacoma, to be exact, and right now it's Trucktober. If you're in the 818, go check out the All-Stars at Northridge Toyota. In the 626, it's all about Wondries Toyota. And right now, Trucktober is here for you. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $164 a month or 36 months plus tax. Northridge Toyota or Wondries Toyota. Serving all of SoCal sports fans, they make it easy.
Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, and dealer options and changes. $59.99 cash or trade equity down. Expires 10/31/25.
Vista Paint is California's original paint company and has been serving pros and homeowners since 1956. Our paints are formulated for lasting performance, beautiful finishes, and made to withstand the weather. Vista Paint, locally made, expertly crafted, always reliable.
Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. With Seller's Advantage, skip agents, commissions, and costly repairs. Get a fair, competitive cash offer without worrying about the details falling through. Chris Chavez, a real customer, says, quote, Seller's Advantage offered me more than I expected. The process was fast, easy, and much better than using a realtor. End quote. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hey, it's Mace. BetterHelp therapists have helped over 5 million people worldwide on their mental health journeys. Moments in therapy like the right question, a safe space to cry, a small win can change lives. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. BetterHelp can help you get started on that journey. Our fans get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
LA, get ready. The 52nd annual Los Angeles Korean Festival is back October 16th through the 19th at Seoul International Park in Koreatown. 4 days of amazing food, live K-pop, and traditional performances, arts, culture, and fun for the whole family. Best part? Admission is free. Don't miss one of LA's biggest cultural celebrations, the LA Korean Festival, October 16th through the 19th. For details, visit lakoreanfestival.org.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assists powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education. With grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Quarter after 12 o'clock on Live Imaging Tuesday, presented by Providence. Mason in Ireland, happy birthday to Usher.
Usher!
I think he's, 47 today?
Wow, he looks good for 47.
You know what I remember about him is that Super Bowl halftime show where he skated between the and almost lost it on his roller skates. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
Yeah. Anybody?
I had 3 strokes.
Anybody?
So what are you going to do?
Oh, that's true. Right. 3 strokes to wipe that memory out.
Yeah,
sure.
12-17, by the way.
Yeah.
I want to get to your jacket, and I will shortly.
Okay,
it's
good.
kind of a Brokeback Mountain jacket.
It's kind of a shacket. It's a shacket.
But speaking of which, now, John, are you, naked in your hotel room right now?
No.
So why are you not on camera? Why am I looking at a board of you?
I left my You know what, though? I just realized something. I left my camera in Idaho, but I think my computer might have a camera.
I think every computer in America has a camera.
most computers have a camera.
Let me see if I can figure that one out.
Well, they'll send you the switcher link, and you just log in.
I have the link.
Oh, okay.
Let me
just log in.
Yeah. But it's just going to be me sitting here in a T-shirt.
Yes. So we deal with that with Sedano, and right now I'm just looking at a stiff paper you. I'd rather have real life.
Cardboard John.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm working on it.
Okay,
right,
good.
Thank you.
Good.
Now, let's talk about this jacket. I know we'll get back to Dodgers.
It's a shacket.
But it looks like Brokeback Mountain.
It's a shirt jacket. It's a shacket.
But it looks.
You think it's a Brokeback jacket?
Well, not a Brokeback jacket, but that style of with the fur or the fake
fur. Yeah,
it's like something
I think this is real fur.
It's something you would wear in Wyoming.
I think this is real fur.
I think this is real fur around my collar.
I don't think it is.
It is. I think this is chinchilla.
What did you pay for it?
This was a gift, so I have no idea.
Was it a gift from Juan or?
No, it's a gift from my friend Morgan. She got me this and said this is what everybody's wearing now, so that's why I'm wearing
it. In Wyoming, they are when you got to go get the cattle
when
in the morning.
When it's raining like hell outside and it's cold, a shacket is totally appropriate. Brokeback shacket.
By the way, the weather in Phoenix is perfect. This is one of those rare months where you could live in Phoenix.
Good for you.
Oh, and the theme from Brokeback Mountain, that could be a new theme of the show.
Yeah, no.
Steve Mason is Brokeback Mountain jacket.
Although I can't quit, John.
I don't know how to quit you.
Clearly.
Yeah. Clearly.
You tried once.
Yes.
All
I did.
we have is Brokeback Mountain.
Yes. So, Shohei, By the way, real quick, I want to mention NLCS on the ESPN LA app. 5 o'clock, you can hear the Dodgers and Brewers. Yeah, did you?
Tell us. Well, it's a really bad shot of me just sitting there in
Perfect.
a white T-shirt.
Perfect.
Take the T-shirt off. It'll make things more interesting.
Sure, why not? Game 2 of the
Chris,
NLCS.
you're layered up today.
I am.
Is on the ESPN LA app. Hit the ESPN Radio Live Sports Tile for play-by-play from ESPN Radio. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound and looking to bounce back. Bounce back? No. Looking to continue the Dodgers' role as they look to take a commanding 2-0 series lead. And be sure to recap the game tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. with the Blue Review on ESPN LA's YouTube channel, the MLB postseason on ESPN LA, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
Was there a copier? Because earlier in the morning, there was a copier that I didn't catch, and I said something I shouldn't have.
I just read
I kicked a trash can, and then that hit the tripod, and the camera went flying.
The camera went
Chris,
flying.
we have no engineers. Do not break anything.
Well,
right?
Yeah, don't break stuff.
What are you going to do?
Yeah,
we do have engineers. They're just not here all the time.
Morales is right. That does look like a Brokeback Mountain jacket.
It's a Brokeback jacket.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I like
Western.
this. You'll see it all winter. This isn't hot rotation for the winter.
You've been waiting for it to rain?
I have been waiting for it to rain and get cold so I could wear my shacket. I've got multiple shackets.
It's not that
I'm
cold.
a big shacket guy.
It's just rainy, but there's a lot of humidity in the air.
It's cold.
Oh, you think it's cold?
I think it's cold, too.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's okay.
By LA standards.
That's why I'm wearing my
cold.
Felix Chevrolet jacket.
There you go. Oh, home of the cat.
The big cat.
The big cat. Exactly.
God, I love that big cat.
So I thought last night we saw a much better performance at the plate for the Dodgers. Now, Milwaukee has an elite defense, and they made some really good plays. The Dodgers were hitting the ball at times really hard as they worked their way through the Milwaukee bullpen, but they made catches. They made really tough plays. But if you look at it, even Andy Pages started to look better last night. He got in there. He battled. I think he had a 10-pitch at bat. Shohei was making contact. He was not swinging wildly. I thought, generally speaking, those two guys have a chance to be involved in this series because they both look better at the plate. Now, Jess Mendoza was talking about Shohei. And do you have this sound? Talking about Shohei. This is Jess Mendoza on how to get out of a slump.
Stop swinging at anything inside because then it changes your mindset. Freddie Freeman, he talked about the reason why he hit the home run, told Lauren Shahadi after the game. He's looking middle away. So what does that do? That keeps the front side closed. So you're allowed to be able to go with that. And so when you think about what Shohei Ohtani, when he's going right, it's because he's crushing balls middle opposite field. Yes, we love to see the towering shots to right. No one has hit more further opposite field home runs than Shohei Ohtani. Get back to middle away and stop swinging at balls in your kitchen.
Stop swinging at balls in your kitchen.
Well, you know that the Lakers.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a Lakers.
Of course, you're mixed here.
The Dodgers are lucky that in the ninth inning, that guy ducked out of that pitch with the bases
Absolutely.
loaded. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. Here is that moment exactly.
Trinan deals. Oh, we almost hit him. Love to tell his brain to just stand in there and wear one.
Yeah, Brian Anderson's right.
Him too.
And then struck him out.
Yeah, so if he, and by the way, on the very next pitch.
Yeah.
But if Trinan hits that guy, it's a tie game.
Yeah.
And all that guy had to do was stand still.
But
and he couldn't do it.
I watched a conversation with, in fact, Jessica Mendoza on the Get Up today. And, you know, when I think your instinct, no matter what, is to protect yourself. And all of a sudden you've got to change your instinct to I'm going to wear one as opposed to I'm going to protect myself and I'm going to let that baseball hit me at 95 miles an hour or whatever
it
is.
Sinker.
It was
so
it was
have
a
been
sinker.
As painful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still going pretty fast, John.
It fast. I mean,
if that's me, if this situation was reversed and name a Dodger, Kike Hernandez jumps out of the way, I'm mad at Kike. Because that's all they needed.
Yeah, it's all they needed. But I do understand the instinct of protecting yourself. I mean, in this particular, he says, by the way, all his quotes are, oh, my God, I can't believe I didn't let that hit me. You see me look in the dugout. I'm thinking, damn, I know it. Everybody knows it. I couldn't tell you why I did it. I just got out of the way. That's just how it is. You turn your leg, you wear it just like a natural reaction to get out of the way. The last pitch, he's a big sinker guy. He threw a four-seamer up at the top. That's what it is. You move on. As much as it sucks, you move on. So, yeah, you're right, though, John. They would have tied the game had he not gotten out of the way.
Right, and in the other series, the Mariners are up 2-0. The Mariners have never been to a World Series. Do you know how many other teams in baseball have never been to a World Series?
None.
0.
Yeah, none.
They're it.
Yep.
So once they go, that means every team in the major leagues will have been to the World Series. Just a shame they're going to lose to the Dodgers.
Yeah, it is too bad for them. They're not going to win at all.
We do have one big Mariners fan at our station, Kasim. He is from the Seattle area.
Oh, good for him.
Is a huge Mariners fan, and so I'm happy that he's happy now. Hopefully, he's not happy in a week.
You love Seattle because you went up there.
Great.
And it's beautiful. Did you do the catching of the
I watched
salmon?
it. I did not catch it.
Yeah. Do you ever catch a salmon up there, John?
Yes, sir.
You just go to the fish market and you catch a salmon.
Yeah, I love Seattle. I was telling Emily this. The girl I dated before I met Lisa lived in Seattle, and I was up there a couple times a month, and it was really fun. I think it's one of the best-kept secrets in the country.
I met, believe it or not, Sue Kalinsky in Seattle. First time we ever met was in Seattle.
Under what circumstances?
We were doing the broadcast. We were the broadcast team along with Mark Harmon for the Richard Karn Celebrity Softball game.
By the
which
way,
was
Mark
aired
Harmon,
locally in Seattle.
The nicest guy of
oh
all
my
time.
God, such a cool guy, we had such a good time. But that's where I met Sue, and of course, 25 years later, we're still friends and doing a podcast after all these years.
Little known facts about Mark Harmon. His father, Tom Harmon, was a sportscaster in Los Angeles for a lot of years and won the Heisman Trophy at Michigan in the 40s. And Mark was the quarterback at UCLA in the 70s when they upset number 1 ranked Nebraska.
Wow.
So he was a great athlete before he became an actor. And he married Pam Dauber. They're still married from Mark and Mindy.
Yeah, and I think
Great guy.
He's still the executive producer of all the NCISs. I mean, there are like NCISs all over the place now. CBS is the NCIS CSI network. A lot of letters in that network. Coming up next for you, hey, how about a short king? Do you know what a short king is, John?
No.
I will explain it coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Prize Picks. Now, I did not have the best night on Prize Picks last night. I kind of mixed up Bears and Dodgers and Brewers and didn't come up with anything. Brian, did you play last night?
I did. I actually hit one. Blake Snell, as I said before, I think I had him over 7.5 strikeouts.
Yep.
More than 17.5 pitching outs, which you got. And then I had Bijan Robinson, little NFL action.
Oh.
More than 80 rushing yards. And
now, was that a flex play?
It was a power play.
Power play.
It was cheap, but
that's good. That's
there.
good. Here's what I'm rolling with tonight. I think Christian Yelich will have one hit. I couldn't find anything to go low on. Freddie Peralta, less than 5.5 strikeouts. Shohei, more than 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Come on, Shohei. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto, more than 5.5 strikeouts. I love that ticket for tonight. If we all make decisions every day on Prize Picks. Being right, like me and Brian, can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement on Prize Picks. You're a football fan, a basketball fan, a fan of both like me. Always good to be right. And right now, Prize Picks is offering stacks. So that means you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. If you want to pick more on Luka's points, 3-pointers, and assists, now you can pick all 3 of them in the same lineup only on Prize Picks. You can also follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app, copy their lineups in one click, whether it's a friend, a celebrity, or just somebody whose picks you like. Hit the follow button. Check out every lineup they create in the new Feeds tab on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE, M-A-S-E. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis, always so giving, even when others don't deserve it or appreciate it.
I gave Cappy seats, and he gave them to someone else.
He forwarded them.
And, all right, I'm going to try to give Cappy some grace here.
No, he was doing it.
Did something come up where he couldn't use them?
Nope.
How'd that make you feel?
Did you give him parking?
I was like, okay, I did give him parking.
Yeah.
The
DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Coverage of the 2025 Major League Baseball playoffs on ESPN LA is driven by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA water? That's why I made the switch to LifeSource Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. No salt, no regular maintenance. With LifeSource, you deal directly with their local factory. No middlemen, no hassle. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Hey everybody, it's Chris Morales. I know we do the bit on the air a lot, and we do a tongue-in-cheek that I almost died. And yes, earlier in the year, I almost died. And here's the thing. I did a lot of things that led up to that, a lot of poor choices, but you never think you're going to hear while you're laying in the emergency room in the hospital that you have heart failure. And thank God I was at Providence, because I do believe 100% without the amazing doctors, the amazing nurses, the amazing team at Providence, I probably would have died. They were all over it. They took care of me. They earned my trust, and they took care of my health. And Providence knows that every patient is unique. Providence built a care plan that fits your life, your needs, and your heart. My case was unique. After the first week, everybody thought I was just going to go home with heart failure. And then I had several seizures. And that led to realizing I had had several strokes earlier in the week. Then it was a second week in the hospital. But Providence saved my life. Providence stands with patients during some of life's most challenging moments. And they stand with the families. My entire family was in the hospital with me, watching over me. Providence, bringing skill, compassion, and everything they have to every case.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay, and this football season, it's time to celebrate game day with Stella Rosa wines. From tailgates to touchdowns, Stella Rosa brings the flavor and excitement with your chance to win a trip to a major football game on January 1st. Prizes include game tickets, airfare, and hotel accommodations, all covered by Stella Rosa. Sip, cheer, and celebrate all season long. Enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. Must be 21 years of age or older. Please enjoy responsibly.
This one's for the flavor fanatics. Sour apple 5-hour energy shots don't mess around. They bring the bite. Tart, tangy, and packed with tasty caffeine, this little 2-ounce bottle punches above its weight. With zero sugar and as much caffeine as your favorite 12-ounce coffee, it's the kind of pick-me-up that keep your taste buds happy without the crash. And it doesn't stop at sour apple. There are 17 bold flavors waiting for you to discover. Pick one up in store or stock up online at 5hourenergy.com or on Amazon today.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun.
Do they play this in Brewers games?
They play it in the 7th inning right after Take Me Out to the Ball Game. They play Roll Out the Barrel, and I am a big polka fan. My grandmother used to watch Lawrence Welk every Saturday night. A lot of polkas
One and a two and a three.
come from a Polish family.
Show us a polka.
It's
just that back and forth?
You don't dance by yourself. You dance with somebody for a polka.
Okay, well, here, take John Ireland cutout.
Yeah, we polka'd at every wedding. No. We polka'd at every wedding. Em, you're completely unfamiliar with polkas.
Unfamiliar? Well, not the existence of polka. I am aware of the existence of polka, and I've heard the songs, but I don't know this song. My family is also Polish, but haven't heard this specific polka.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest polka. Number one on the all-time.
Number one
list.
on the polka
My
charts.
mother, by the way, played the accordion. She could play
cool.
Roll Out the Barrel, and I wonder if she's got the old squeeze box standing by to be able to do a
Mandy
little Roll Out the
Should
Barrel.
call her.
Yeah,
Find out.
we should call Mom, see if she's got her accordion ready to roll.
Is Hebel
No,
Polish?
so no, it's my mom's side. So my mom's grandmother's maiden name. So no, my mom's mother's maiden name is Tulisiak.
Okay.
So that is the Polish name.
That's the Polish part.
And Hebel was my dad's side. And they're not Polish. They're something else. I don't know.
So So there you have the polka. There you have the polka. So last night, this came up, John, during the game. They were talking about Caleb Durbin being a short king. Did you hear this part of it?
No.
Okay. So Caleb,
short king a thing? I remember an SNL skit about a short king.
Short king is a thing.
Okay.
He is 5'7". He is the term short king is a positive nickname amongst Brewer fans for a man of short stature. They say that the nickname Short King is used affectionately by fans who admire his performance.
Did AI tell you this?
A little. Well, Google told me this.
Okay. Google AI.
But I think that's
Same
still
thing
AI
these
when
days.
you Google something.
Well,
isn't it?
Emily, to you, what's a short king?
Short king is a little guy with a lot of riz, a little
That's
sauce
exactly
to him.
it. Exactly
But
it.
also, sometimes you can be like, all right, short king. Like, it cannot always be positive, but typically it's like, oh,
Like
you're
a
going to be with a
try-hard
short king.
short guy?
Who is
yeah.
the shortest king at the station?
Trudeau.
Mike Trudell is
totally
a
a
short
short
king.
king.
That's perfect.
Absolutely, short
he's
king
a
Mike
perfect
Trudell.
example of that.
Yeah, he's got plenty of riz. He's great on
Riz
camera,
God?
great on the radio.
Absolutely.
He's a riz guy. Absolutely.
He's got 3 kids.
Now,
you know?
I immediately asked this question, and this is unfair to short kings everywhere. Would you rather be bald or be 5'7"?
Oh, boy.
Bald, because you can do something about that.
You can wear a hat.
You can wear a hat. You can wear a toupee.
Bald or 5'7", Bergman?
So, Jean would leave immediately with no hair.
Yeah.
It's
She would
over.
be done?
It's gone.
Oh, I
yeah,
thought
no,
you were
it's
going to say
gone.
she would leave immediately
you were short.
No,
5'7".
no,
You would
I
never
think-
get through the door.
I don't
Lisa
think I
would
wouldn't
leave
get through
if
the
it
door.
was 5'7".
I think,
If
but if I was a
5'7".
short king that I had the riz for it, I think that would still work. No hair, no chance.
Get the uppies.
Brian, what do you think?
Uppy.
5'7" or bald?
Well, I am tall and I have a lot of hair. I will go. I'd
Can't
rather
even
go
imagine
bald.
that life.
You'd rather go bald.
Rather go bald.
I don't think I can imagine a 5'7". You know?
Honestly,
Nate,
that's
the
me
hardest
too.
one is the hardest. This is the hardest decision for you because you have great hair.
Yes.
And you're a little taller than 5'7". Which one would you take if you
Bald.
had to take one or the
I
other?
do not want to
You're
be
like
5'7".
5'10",
Bald.
5'11".
I'm 5'10".
Well, you're only giving up a couple inches.
Yeah, I know, but those couple inches matter.
As a woman, yes.
Always does.
Well, okay, height often equates. So,
Correct.
like a lot of times, the taller the man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There's him.
And
Exactly
also, I
right.
would 100% rather date someone who's bald than a short king.
See, short kings. And I know it's a positive thing, but I think it's just a positive spin on somebody being short.
Right. It's like when, that's it. It is like you wouldn't want to be short unless you are short.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, Mace, get a load of this.
Yeah.
I just got this text. You got it too. I love the polka conversation. Terry and I used to play that in our local bands in Minneapolis. Jimmy Jam.
Hey, Jimmy Jam.
Roll out the barrel, Jimmy.
If it's good enough for Janet Jackson, it's good enough for us.
By
If
the
it's
way,
good enough
Ireland,
for Prince, it's good enough for you.
You know what I found? I was searching this on YouTube today, and up came a clip of Bruce Springsteen in Milwaukee doing Roll Out the Barrel. I thought that was like the coolest thing. It's a thing in Milwaukee.
Is that movie out yet? That Jeremy Allen White
Not
movie?
yet.
It comes
The
out next weekend.
27th, right?
Okay.
Either this weekend or next weekend.
Yeah, I think it's next.
Also,
Yeah.
so you love Mumford & Sons, Mace.
I do.
saw this video come across my timeline. So they were performing in Milwaukee on the day that they clinched their trip to the NLCS.
Okay.
So I think, what was it, Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday.
They beat
They
the
performed in
Cubs
Milwaukee on Saturday, and they were doing that part of the concert, which if you don't know, if you haven't been to Mumford & Sons concert, there's part of the concert every time where they all get really quiet.
And they do the acoustic.
They go do the acoustic set in the middle of the audience.
Yes.
Okay, so they're doing the quiet part where also Marcus Mumford tells everyone to shut up.
Yep.
And people start, the crackle goes through the crowd. Everyone goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he's like, what is happening? And then someone gets in his ear and tells him that the Brewers just won. He's like, oh, okay, well, here's for the Brewers.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep. Got the news there at the Mumford & Sons concert. So, Bergman, last night.
Yeah, crazy.
You
too tight.
you and me, and we were all on a group chat, and John Ireland bet $20,000 mythical dollars against Blake Trinan. But you were on
Now,
that.
Greg,
on that
honest
one, yeah.
answer. When
Yeah.
they brought Trinan out, did you think we were screwed?
Thought it was over. Thought it was done.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
the game was done.
I thought we
Mace,
were going
I
to get
not
him.
only thought he was I thought he was going to blow the lead, which he would have had that guy not jumped out of the way. But I thought he was going to blow the game. That's how little confidence I have.
Totally. I mean, a single and we lose.
Yeah, 2 runs come in and that game's over.
Yeah,
that's it.
Just a base hit and we lose 3-2.
We've seen it enough times, especially with Trinan on there. The Yamamoto no-hitter.
This is playoff Trinan.
No, he almost hit the dude to walk him in. No, absolutely not.
What happened to playoff Trinan in the wild card round?
Well, it's just the wild. Now we're really into the real
We're in the
playoffs.
7-game series, so it's real now.
Yeah, 2 on, 2 out, 9th inning, bases loaded, 9th. That's when you get the real Blake Trinan.
That's the only time I really want to see him is when he needs 1 out.
Yes.
1 out. That's it. Get somebody to chase. I think on that last
By
episode,
the way,
he was
swung at a ball.
Yeah, totally swung at a ball. But I think he was placing a lot of those where he wanted them to. There was it was like a curveball or a sweeper that just hit the top corner of the plate.
Yep.
And then he went high on purpose. I think every time that he was throwing that high fastball, it was totally on purpose.
Postseason gem for Blake Trinan.
By the way, I can't wait for that electronic strike zone next year.
Okay,
These umps are so inconsistent.
I'm glad you mentioned that. So, actually, this is an interesting conversation. What are you saying, Em?
Let's do it now.
Okay, we'll do it now. So, John, the automated strike zone doesn't work the way I thought it was going to work.
You get 2 tries, you tap your head.
Right. It's not every pitch is called by the automated
2
strike zone. The umpire makes the first call, then player, batter, hitter, catcher can call for a review. They get a review and hopefully get a quick answer and not a long answer.
Yeah,
and if
they
you're
did
right,
in the minors, and it took less than 10 seconds when they went to a review.
But I guess I thought every call was going to be by the automated strike zone, but it's not.
We'll get there eventually, but they got to deal with the umpires union, and they got to deal with.
You tap your head if you want the review.
So how I understand is that you get 2, but let's say you get the first one right. Then you keep 2. You have 2 until you get 2 wrong.
Yes, exactly.
So you could go every single pitch if you wanted to and get it right every single time, but that's just not
you
gonna happen.
blow one, you lose. You lose.
But if you're wrong, then you only have 1. Wrong again, it's all over.
So last night I texted you guys a complete game would be legendary when we were talking about Blake Snell.
Jeez.
What did you think of the decision? Dave Roberts says it was 50-50. And forget about in retrospect. Right?
No. Before it happened, I made sure to tweet it out before it happened because I don't want to go back.
And you're legit.
You're doing this. Yeah, legit said, leave Blake Snell in. It's very simple. Don't overthink this. Just go with Blake Snell because there's a lot of different reasons for it. He was mowing through them. He faced the minimum. So that meant he was seeing 7, 8, and 9 of the Brewers who were doing absolutely nothing. Along with everybody else. But so you have 7, 8, and 9. He should be able to get through that in a decent amount of pitches, let's say 10 to 15 pitches. Then if he gets into any type of trouble, you have Roki warming up then to then come into those situations. He came in I think a 2-on situation with the Phillies.
Yep.
But if he gets through it, which he probably would have, you save Roki.
Yeah.
He doesn't throw 20 pitches. He's probably not available today. Everything just made sense to just let Blake Snell throw 10 to 15 more pitches.
So what do they do today if they have to go to the bullpen?
I would assume, I don't know this, but I would assume Roki's not available.
Would you?
I would, yeah, because he hasn't really pitched on back-to-back days very often.
I think
he did it
now
once.
Is penciled into pitch game 4, so you can't go to him.
No,
right?
you go to Sheehan.
Sheehan
that's
is the
really
guy.
the Sheehan or Kershaw, and we've seen what the Kershaw situation looks like.
Yeah.
I would go with Sheehan there, but that's so now you had a chance to save Roki to not let them see him very often. It just made way more sense.
Somebody looked, and maybe you can look
pitch
this
in
up.
1
Did
and
he
2
pitch
versus
game
Phillies?
1 and 2 against Philly? I thought he might have pitched game 1 and 2. I remember game
1,
2.
2, 4. It might have been, but
but one of those games, I know he had like a 6-pitch inning.
Right. He only needed 1 out. He came in with the bases loaded in game 2.
Not 3 innings on Thursday.
Right, and only 3 days rest,
Right.
and maybe that's the reason why you couldn't bring him back.
I trust
he hasn't
Roki
pitched
still.
in back-to-back days in the
Postseason?
playoffs.
Okay.
So he did.
You
I
guys
think
probably
once
think
in the
this
minors.
game is must-win for
No,
Milwaukee, don't you?
it's
You love this conversation, John.
I think it's pretty close to my. I don't think you can blow the first 2 games at home, and I
So
think
you
the
think
numbers.
Toronto's dead?
I think the numbers.
Milwaukee.
The numbers. Well, he's talking about
Toronto now has
too.
lost. Milwaukee hasn't lost the first 2 yet. Toronto has.
I think the numbers dramatically favor the team that wins the first 2 on the road.
Yeah, I mean, if you...
Well, of course. But
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You finally agree to me. It's not a must-win.
No, I think it's a must-win because once you get down 0-2 and blow the first 2 games at home, it's the odds fall so much that you're going to win the series.
So, by definition, to John's definition, it's not must-win because you can come back from 0-3. The Red Sox did it, but it's just so rarely. I think that was the only time that it's ever happened.
From 0-3, yeah, but teams who come down from 0-2.
Yeah. So that's why you're saying it's not technically must-win, even if they lose, right? So, yes, it's not technically must-win, but it pretty much is. Like, if you go down 0-3, you're done.
It's like John didn't disagree with me that USC-Michigan was a must-win for USC. It absolutely was a must-win for USC.
Oh,
Do you agree with that, Ireland? They'd be done had they lost to Michigan.
It was a must-win if you want to make the playoff.
There you go.
But no, it's not a must-win. I mean, Lincoln
season,
Riley
right?
wasn't going to be fired if they didn't
No,
win.
of course not.
He should absolutely have been fired.
But they probably wouldn't have a shot at the playoff, and that is the whole point. If you lose that game to Michigan, you're not getting to the college football playoff, and that's what they're aiming for.
If you don't beat Notre Dame on Saturday, he should be fired.
They're going to beat Notre Dame.
He should be fired.
They're going to beat Notre Dame.
But that's a good point. Like, if they don't beat Notre Dame,
then
that's
it's over.
Still only 2 losses.
It's still only 2 losses.
But you're not getting anywhere if you lose to Notre Dame.
2 losses.
Well, I now think
Oregon
at Oregon, what Indiana showed is they're beatable.
Yeah,
but
they
Indiana's also really,
and Penn State
really
took
good.
them to overtime up there too.
Indiana's those tough Midwestern boys. They're thick.
Okay, they're thick in the Midwest.
They're
All
thick.
right.
A nice Dodger and USC.
You should get a
conversation.
jacket like Mace.
Oh yeah, it's a Brokeback jacket.
I can't do that.
Brokeback
I
jacket.
can't do
You would
that.
look good at
Brokeback jacket.
It's a Brokeback jacket.
I had one when I was a kid. I had a
Brokeback jacket?
Yeah, I had a Brokeback jacket.
They look good.
I don't remember what you were wearing yesterday, but someone in the YouTube chat said that you looked like Carl Fredrickson from Up.
That'd be a compliment.
I had like a Letterman's jacket on.
No, maybe whatever it was.
Whatever it was, I looked like.
I thought that was very funny.
Hey, 52nd annual Los Angeles Korean Festival is back October 16 through October 19 at Seoul International Park in Koreatown. Celebrate Korean culture, food, music, and art, along with performances for the whole family. And on Friday, stop by the ESPN LA tent, pick up some swag. Admission is free. Could be part of one of LA's favorite traditions. You can do it. Learn more from LAKoreanFestival.org.
It's going to be a party. And the best thing you can do when you walk up to the tent on Friday, I might be there, is say shots out.
Shots out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Only to Chris.
Yeah, only to Chris. All right, coming up next, we're going to do some icebreakers. Bergman, thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
We're all over the Dodgers today. We'll get to some other stuff as well, including Caleb Williams, who was just terrific.
Boy, that's another thing that went right for you over the weekend. The Bears have won 3 games in a row.
There you go. See what I'm talking about? I'm on a roll. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, Blue Ice Vodka, which is the sponsor of Icebreakers, is the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes and Pure Snake River aquifer water. Blue Ice Vodka is made from potatoes, not corn. Most vodka is made from corn. The end result is it's smoother, creamier, has no burn, it's gluten-free. No added sugar, only 64 calories per ounce, and it has 3 great flavors. Blue Ice Classic, that's like a traditional vodka. Double Espresso, crafted from Arabica coffee. And my favorite, Huckleberry, which is Idaho's state fruit. This vodka has won more things than I have time to list, including the TAG Global 24 Spirits Vodka of the Year. Ask for it by name at your favorite restaurants and bars. Once you try it, you'll be hooked. It's available everywhere. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Only DeMarco and Travis can turn leftover cold pasta into radio gold.
The thing at the top of the list, it's better cold. And
Spaghetti?
Yeah.
Yes, dig in there.
Spaghetti's so
Yeah.
Dig in there,
You said
get there.
cold?
Oh, sure.
It's DeMarco and Travis for your afternoon drive.
You never had
thank
cold
you.
spaghetti?
No, thank you.
Cold pizza.
Hard pass.
Pizza.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Pizza cold.
Nope.
Try it.
So
Why
good.
does that sound so bad to you?
Something cold like a spaghetti like that? Nah, it's a hard pass.
You're not a cold
Okay.
pizza guy either?
No.
No cold
Oh,
pizza.
I
I'm throwing
love
that
cold
pizza.
pizza.
I'm throwing that joint in the air fryer, man. Can't do it.
There's going to be a time when cold pizza is going to save your life.
Yeah. This cold spaghetti that you... I'm DeAndre Hawkins, and I would not lower myself to eating cold spaghetti.
Oh, my God.
Weekday afternoons with DeMarco and Travis on 710 ESPN. Streaming live on the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, You need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education. With grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown! Yes! Yes!
Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it? Idaho, Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, so yesterday, John, we had a big win. Yeah, big win for BC.
Thank you. Nice, Brian.
BC is at 14.
Yep.
John, you had 21. Okay. Michael has 5. I have 3 because I beat all of you guys in one day, and then Mace is 9.
9. Okay, I'm not.
All right,
totally.
so you're still in the lead, John.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so here we are. For my first one for 10 points.
Yep.
I was born in 1988 in Arizona.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
For 9 points. I lived on the grounds of the Camelback Inn Resort from ages 12 to 15.
Not Brokeback Mountain, but Camelback.
Camelback, yes.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Right.
Wow.
For 8 points. Taylor Swift has allegedly wrote a song about me.
Oh, no, never mind.
All right. Feel free. Okay. For 7 points. I convinced my parents to move me to Hollywood at 15 with a PowerPoint entitled Project Hollywood.
Wow. Okay.
Don't know who it is.
At 15.
For 6 points. I have been in one movie released this year, and I have another movie coming out this month. Come on, Mace.
Mason.
Okay.
Jeremy Allen White.
Not Jeremy Allen White, unfortunately.
The door's open.
Yep.
All right.
Wide open.
I was going to guess the redwood tree earlier, but I didn't.
Yeah. No, that's a good one.
Anybody else want to guess on this one? Okay. For 5 points, I have starred in a Disney movie.
Starred in a Disney movie. I still don't know who this is.
Okay. This next one you might get, so be ready, guys. I have worked, for 4 points, I have worked with Ryan Gosling on 3 projects.
Ireland.
Oh.
All right, John.
It's Emma Stone.
It is Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Yeah, she's in Begonia coming out later this month. She was in
weird.
Eddington earlier in the year.
That Begonia movie looks weird,
Looks
I think.
incredible.
It
I can't
so
wait.
weird.
I'm seated. I'm so seated for that movie. So John got 4 points for that, so he's at 25 points for the month.
All right. I'm gonna rally back in Icebreakers. You got something to read there, John?
I do, but I don't think Emily sent it to me, so go ahead and read it.
Icebreakers, sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho. Potatoes enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka on their unique flavors like Huckleberry, Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name, Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything. All right, so, that was a tough one. I saw the Rock movie, John, the Dwayne Johnson movie called Smashing Machine.
Yeah, about the MMA fighter?
Yeah, he was great. Movie was just,
Just okay.
Just, flat. Kind of.
So Trudell said yesterday, we were all on the bus, and Trudell said, hey, I might go see the DiCaprio movie. And 2 people on the bus said, yeah, I heard it's not that good. And I said, I heard the opposite. I heard it's, great.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic movie. Emily saw it twice, right?
Yeah, I've seen it twice. I think there are certain people in the population that might not agree with the things in the movie, but I think the movie is an incredible feat.
It is.
By the way, speaking of Trudell, and I'll tell you after Sports Graffiti a little bit later in the show, in the 1 o'clock hour, something Cappy did that we uncovered this morning, and we had Trudell on to react to it, that he did to Trudell, that it made me uncomfortable to even hear it.
Really?
And John will be able to sympathize with this. I can't believe Cappy did this. This is a new low for Cappy.
It surprised you?
It surprised me and made me kind of feel icky.
A new low for Cappy. It
was
low.
very weird.
That is low.
I can't believe he's this much of a degenerate.
Okay, make sure you're here at 1:15 for that.
Yeah.
In the meantime, we're going to open the phones for Sports Graffiti. Last night, dramatic Dodger win. They beat Milwaukee 2-1. They hold them off in the 9th inning. Blake Snell, just elite. A magnificent masterpiece from Blake Snell last night. Faced the minimum through 8, and then Dave pulled him to leave it all to the bullpen, which is never a smart thing to do, although they got out of it last night with Blake Trinan. How do you feel about the Dodgers? John is in Phoenix with the Lakers.
Hey, Luka's going to play tonight.
Luka's on the floor tonight. Yeah. Skinny Luka. On the floor tonight for the Lakers. And if you want to talk USC, anything like that, all is fair game. 877-710-ESPN. 877-710-ESPN. Let's have a big day on the phones as we get ready for Game 2. Freddie Peralta tonight versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And we will stay tuned for that. That'll be on the app tonight. And then Lakers basketball will be on the radio. 877-710-ESPN. Sports Graffiti next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, where the takes are hot, but apparently not as hot as the pyro.
I got to say one thing about pyrotechnics at a game. So we're walking around the Coliseum, and the fireworks start going off this before the game. Am I the most paranoid guy in town all of a sudden? I start to hear these pyrotechnics go off, but I don't see them because I'm not in the bowl, and I go down. I think something's going on.
No, he did. He got jumping.
You thought it was a gunshot?
Did you lay on the ground and cover your head?
Dude, I was I had to jump on Chris and cover him.
I said, what's wrong, Cap? He goes, well, the part of town we're in, you never know. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. We're at the Coliseum.
College campus.
I didn't see the fireworks go off. I heard them, and I ducked for cover. That's all I'm saying. When I hear crazy fireworks going off, I'm like, what the hell? Where'd that come from?
Hang out with Sedano and Cap. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where exceptional care is tailored 100% to kids. And it's where every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one need: your child's health. Whether it's routine care or a life-saving procedure, CHLA is where families turn to when outcomes truly matter. Children's Hospital Los Angeles, 125 years of building hope and healthier futures. Go to chla.org today.
Coverage of the 2025 Major League Baseball playoffs on ESPN LA is driven by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Playoff baseball on ESPN LA is powered by Clean Power Alliance, delivering clean energy to over 3 million residents and businesses. Learn more at cleanpoweralliance.org.
Get ready, SoCal. The ultimate entertainment destination is opening November 13th. Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, just 15 minutes south of Bakersfield. Less drive time means more playtime with 24/7 gaming action, unforgettable dining, and live entertainment. It's the new hotspot for ESPN LA fans. Whether you're celebrating a big win or just soaking in that Hard Rock energy, don't miss it. Hard Rock Casino Tahoe, opening November 13th. This is how SoCal plays.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, here we go. Sports Graffiti time. Got one line open, 877-710 ESPN. Let's go to Patrick in Corona. Patrick, you started off here. What's going on? You're in Sports Graffiti, man.
Okay, gentlemen. Well, I'll take the win, but gosh, I was pulling my hair out last night. And, Blake Snell deserved to finish the game. He pitched beautifully. He was mowing him down. He was mowing him down. And to see him not come out in the ninth, it's a risk. Everything's not a given. So let the man finish. He deserved it. I hope they weren't saying, well, we might, in case he goes, needs him for a game, later on in the series.
Yes.
And one of the things on that wacky double play, they said there were 6 umpires on the field. Where was the 6th one? Because a play that deep, why wasn't there? I was looking. They said the guy the umpire made the signal when he was down the line, took about 5 feet, and then waved that the ball was in play. How come there wasn't an umpire running out there to look, and so everybody can see, okay, the game's in play, so the players don't get confused on what the hell's going on out there?
Well, the umpires.
What was that 6th umpire?
Well, he was down the left field line. The umpires that work the lines, the right field line and left field line, don't go on the field. They don't. They've got to make the call from the sidelines. The only umpires who are on the field really are the second base umpires.
Right,
Even the first and the third base umpires try and stay in foul territory. So I don't. If you're suggesting that the umpire should have run out there, I've never seen an umpire do that.
Yeah.
Here's a tweet from one of our listeners, Andy Lopez.
Okay.
I always think of a chaos theory. We don't actually know what Snell would have done in the ninth. Fact is the Dodgers won, so Dave's decision worked. Plus, you give Trinan some confidence with a closeout. That said, I almost had a heart attack. I think he summarized it pretty good. Like, they got away with it, but I think everybody was really nervous.
Yeah, no question. We got one line open, 877-710 ESPN. Let's go to John in Corona. John, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for taking the call. I'm not sure why we're still even bringing Trinan in the game after what we've been seeing from him. Now, he came in the ninth inning. I believe there was 2 outs.
Yep.
2 men on.
Yes.
And what he did was he walked one player. He almost hit another player. And he should have walked the last player, but he swung out of the zone. And my question is, on that left-handed batter that struck out to end the game, why we had a lefty in the bullpen.
But Trinan has to pitch to 3 people by rule.
But you're saying why didn't they just go to, was it Vesia down there warming up?
Yes.
Why didn't they just go to Vesia is a good question. Like, if you're in that situation, John, do you want Vesia or do you want Trinan?
I want Vesia. I agree with the caller, but Vesia hasn't been statistically much better than Trinan. So I can see why Dave had a tough decision because Vesia hasn't been great either.
Yeah, just nobody's been worse than Trinan. Let's go to Mike, except for last night. You got that out. Mike in West Hills, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, guys, I have 2 questions. First one for John. John, on opening night, what will be the Lakers' starting lineup with LeBron injury?
If I had to guess, I think they're going to start Jared Vanderbilt. So I think it would be I would have said Marcus Smart, and Marcus Smart's going to play tonight.
Is he coming off the bench?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I just got to note that tonight, Gabe Vincent, Rui, Jared Vanderbilt, and somebody else, Rui, Gabe, Jared, and Jackson Hayes are all out tonight. So he could start tonight because those guys are out. But to answer your question, my guess is it's Luka and Austin in the backcourt. Vando, Ayton up front with Rui. That's what I think they'll do, but I'm not sure.
Okay, excellent. My second question is, when Blake Snell pitched the 8th inning, he had no problems at all.
Mm-hmm.
What was the danger of putting him out there in the 9th? It made no sense.
Yeah, it's
what they would say. I agree with you. I never would have taken him out. They would point to the pitch count, Mason. I didn't look at the final number. I think he was around 110.
103.
103?
Yep, 103.
So he would have finished around 110.
Yeah,
I would have
but
left him in.
Here's the thing.
I would have left him in.
You have pitch counts all year long, so you don't have to use pitch counts during the – just let him go.
It also would have been his longest outing since he it was his longest outing since he did a no-hitter, but it would have, if he got to the 9th, would have been almost tied with that.
Yeah, see, I don't care about pitch counts in the postseason. You roll. You roll. You're pitching well, you roll. Let's go to Vegas. Vegas, Simon, you're on 710 with Sports Graffiti. What's up, Simon?
Good afternoon, gentlemen. We're going to beat this dead horse. Do not, please, Dave Roberts. We know you're a good manager, but if you blow this by putting in Trinan, I won't say that. Do not play Trinan, please. We suffered enough. And if he's throwing a one-hitter or no-hitter, Satchel Paige pitched 2 double hitters in 1 week, in 1 day. Come on, these guys are not wusses.
Yeah.
They're grown men who make a lot of money.
877-710-ESPN. It's been a while since Satchel Paige threw. John, Michael Thompson, I'm sure, saw Satchel Paige pitch. We could get a scouting report on
Michael
Satch
will be in on Friday.
from him.
And so did Travis, I'm sure.
Oh, again, you're all over Travis. All over Travis. All right, 877-710-ESPN. A couple more in here. Let's go to John in Beverly Hills. John, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, John?
Why are we crying over spilled milk that was actually consumed? Okay, that milk was consumed. It was drank. Blake Trinan got the job done. And the first thing is that the big dog, he already was at 100 pitches. Snell was already at 100. So why throw him back out there? Okay,
because they couldn't hit him.
Inning. Well, he's good to go for 3 games. And there's only one big dog on the squad, and that's Blake Snell. Now, Tyler Glasnow, he's a little dog or a puppy dog that's getting big dog teeth really rapidly, but Blake Snell is the only big dog, and now we got him for 3 games.
Right, but you don't think Ohtani is a big dog when he pitches?
He's a big dog. Taylor Glasnow's a big dog. Yamamoto, we're going to see a bulldog tonight on the mound. I mean, they got 4 number 1 starting pitchers. Now, I would argue they're going to use him games 1 and 5, and they could bring him back in relief in game 7. I don't think the 9th inning last night would have kept them from using him 3 times. I could see Blake Snell on the mound for the final 3 outs in game 7. It's not going to go that far, but in game 7 you could pitch him. He's definitely going to pitch game 5 on that would be Saturday. I actually twisted Juan's arm, and we're going to the game together on Saturday. I'm super excited for that. Maybe a closeout game.
Does USC have a game on Saturday?
Notre Dame. I will have to watch it on my phone while I am at the Dodger game.
Okay.
Let's go to Josh in Yorba Linda. Josh, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, Josh? Josh?
Hey.
Sorry. I cut you off before you even started. I don't want to wait that long. Adam in Lake Forest. Adam, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, guys. 2 things about that weird play. First of all, it was a force-out double play.
Yep.
So, John, it wasn't even a single. Muncy just got screwed there. He didn't get credit for a hit at all.
Okay.
And second of all, Teo, I understand all the confusion from all the runners except for Teo. Teo should have been running as soon as it hit the glove because it wouldn't have mattered whether he was out or whether the ball was caught or not. He's running. He's either running in to score on a hit or he's tagging up and scoring on a fly ball. So Teo needed to be taught a little bit better just to run as soon as that ball hit the glove.
Yeah, I think
right,
that's
but I
a fair
don't know.
point.
I don't know if I think Teo was under the impression that ball was caught.
I was under the impression it was caught too.
So that's why he waited. I think he didn't know what constitutes a catch. Now, the rule is, to the caller's point, the rule is you can go if you're tagging as soon as the ball hits the glove.
Yeah.
So if the ball hits the glove and the guy starts juggling, you're fine to leave. I think Teo was trying to figure out, okay, am I tagging or is it a hit?
Yes.
And so that's why he waited until the ball was in the glove. And by that time, now one thing he should not have done, Mace, slide. I don't know if he would have made it, but it was a force out.
True.
So he should have sprinted right through to the plate. But it was such a weird play. I'm giving everybody a break.
I am too. I'm giving everybody a pass on it. It's a very confusing play. It took me a while to figure it out. It took the announcers a while to figure it out. Let's go to Harley in L.A. Harley, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Harley.
Hey, it's Farley.
Oh, Farley. Sorry about that.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, guys, I want to argue against everybody that's saying that we should have kept Snell in.
Good.
I feel like he did a great job, and he was starting to lose a little accuracy and a little location. And so better early than too late, because it's only at that point, it was still a very close game. And I think if Doc doesn't make that move and it doesn't work out, everybody's all over Doc about you leaving your guy in too long. We have Roki in the pin. Why didn't you go to him? He's been reliable. Then all those other stories start. But, I mean, I feel like he was starting to lose a little location, and he was becoming a little inaccurate just towards the end. So I think they took him out at the right time.
Okay, there you go. Took him out at the right time. Instead, we got Roki in there, and I hope he's not shook.
I completely disagree. They couldn't touch Snell, and I would have left him in to pitch.
But good for you for trying to make the announcement or the correction. Let's go to Tito in San Fernando. Tito, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Tito.
Hey, guys. The best story out of the game besides the Dodgers winning was when I called my dad after the game. And because I was watching it at home, and so was he. And he's already going to be 79 years old.
Wow.
And I don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
So my dad's all like, and he's had, his medical problems in the past. And, he's had a couple strokes. And he's all like, man, when he answered the phone, he goes like, damn, you should call 911 because I need to go to the ER. And I was like, I know, Dad. I was about to go to the store and pick up a bottle myself, So
yeah, there you go. It was one of those nights, without question. It was as nerve-wracking as a game could get at the end. What I worry about, John, and get your take on this, did that shake up Roki? Did that affect Roki? All of a sudden can't find the strike zone, split finger diving out of the zone. It wasn't credible to people. They knew it was going to be out of the zone. Ended up walking three guys. Is he going to be the same guy the next time they put him on the mound, or is he going to return to sort of what we saw early in the year, kind of confused and overwhelmed?
Was Dave Roberts asked after the game if Roki would be available tonight?
Well, I did not hear that question asked.
Yeah, because but I'd throw him back out there to see what he's got. For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just one game.
Yeah,
and
but
you got away with it.
By the way, you asked whether tonight is must-win for Milwaukee.
Yeah.
So 29 times, 28 times in history, in a 7-game series, the home team has lost the first 2 games.
Okay.
How many times of 28 did the team that blew the first 2 at home come back to win?
Well, I don't think you're bringing it up unless it's a
correct.
pretty overwhelming
Unless it's
number.
making my point, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say 25.
3.
So I hit it on the number.
Yes, yeah, you're right. 25 times, exactly.
Yeah.
I
remember
the
one
road
of
team
them.
won.
The '96 World Series, the Braves came into Yankee Stadium and won the first 2 games.
Correct.
One of those games was when Andrew Jones hit 2 home runs in the same game. And then the Yankees won 4 straight to win the World Series. That was the Game 6 of that series was the big Jim Leyritz game.
That's right. It was also Cardinals to Royals in '85 in the '85 World Series, and Red Sox to Mets in the '86 World Series.
And the 2020 World Series, apparently, but it was on a neutral site, so there's no home.
That didn't count.
Yeah,
as
that
home
involved the
road.
Dodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next for you. Oh, jeez. I'm just going to do this. We'll do it. By the way, let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti, sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. All right, Emily asked this question. Have the Dodgers bought their way to a World Series? We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, if you're like me, you've definitely noticed the low-quality tap water across L.A. Not only does it taste terrible, it damages your appliances. It's bad on your skin and your hair. My wife and I just made the switch to Life Source Water, and it's great. With their whole house water filtration system, we get filtered water from every tap. That means great tasting water for drinking, cooking, bathing, everything. No salt, no regular maintenance. I can't tell you what a difference this makes. We noticed right away. Now we can't imagine going without it. With Life Source, you deal directly with their local factory. They build every system, install it, and offer factory direct pricing. Call 800-WATER-99. I'll give you that number to you again, 800-WATER-99, or visit lifesourcewater.com. All one word, lifesourcewater.com. Do what I said. Do what I did. Make the upgrade to the essential home appliance you'll love using every day. Warranty limitations apply. Life Source Water.
The Lake Show lives here.
Luka, another three. Good again!
I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
Tonight, Luka and the Lake Show are set for preseason. Game 4 in Phoenix, Arizona.
And now I'm here, so it all starts again with fresh minds, so I'm very excited about it.
Coverage of Lakers versus Suns gets going tonight at 5:30 p.m.
Your Lakers, your season, your home. ESPN LA.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams are 4-2 through the first 6 weeks of the season after a 17-3 win against the Baltimore Ravens, a game in which the Rams gave up 3 points on their opening drive and then put up zeros the rest of the way, including a goal line stand right before the end of the first half, led by none other than free agent acquisition Nate Landman, who tied a team record with 17 tackles on Sunday afternoon in Baltimore against the Ravens. Nate Landman also a forced fumble with another punch. That's the second time that he's been able to do that through the first 6 weeks of the season. Byron Young currently in second place in the NFL with 7.5 sacks, just one behind the leader of Nick Bonito from the Denver Broncos. Up next, the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. With Tuesday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Oh, I've been slamming pumpkin spice lattes from Pink Coffee. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Catch the big baseball series on our big screens everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
Nothing but a good time. Brett Michaels' only SoCal show, November 21st. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a new Land Rover Defender. Earn entries with your rewards card, and you could be the winner. October 30th.
Morongo, good times.
What's going on? It's Bethel Duran, and I love rolling around in my Toyota. Tacoma, to be exact, and right now it's Trucktober. If you're in the 818, go check out the All-Stars at Northridge Toyota. In the 626, it's all about Wondries Toyota. And right now, Trucktober is here for you. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $164 a month or 36 months plus tax. Northridge Toyota or Wondries Toyota. Serving all of SoCal sports fans, they make it easy.
Lease excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, and dealer options and changes. $59.99 cash or trade equity down. Expires 10/31/25.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's game time at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Just like LAFC protects their home turf, we help you protect yours with quality floors at unbeatable wholesale prices. No gimmicks, no markups, just deals every day. From waterproof hardwood to carpet, laminate to artificial grass, the crazy Hernandez brothers have you covered. Don't settle for anything less than a championship level home. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. That's 866-62-FLOOR. Or shop on the web, HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan. We are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
I don't tell you what to say. I don't tell you what to do.
Ireland, any idea why we're playing this?
That is the song from First Wives Club.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys talk about Diane Cannon
We didn't.
or Diane Keaton
We have
yesterday?
not talked about Diane Keaton yet.
Okay, so tell me if you agree with this. I texted Emily over the weekend that I think Diane Keaton is second all-time, only to Meryl Streep, as having the best actress career. Taking it a step farther, I would say there are only 4 people in this conversation: Meryl Streep, Diane Keaton, Katharine Hepburn, and Jane Fonda. All of them started when they were young, kept their careers going for decades, and in the case of Diane Keaton, think about this. She wins an Oscar for Annie Hall in 1977 for Best Actress.
Yes.
She gets nominated again in 2003 for Something's Gotta Give, the movie she did with Jack Nicholson,
Right.
and she was great in
She
it.
was hilarious in that movie.
In the meantime, she appears in all 3 Godfather movies, all 3 Father of the Bride movies. She's in Reds, she's in Baby Boom, she's in First Wives Club.
Annie Hall, which she won the Oscar
Right.
for.
Well, that's the Woody Allen movies are almost icing on the cake. So I think she had the second best career for an actress of anyone ever. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think of the actresses. You mentioned Meryl Streep. Did you mention Jane Fonda?
Did Katharine Hepburn? If I know you love Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
If I'm
I
doing
hate
a
Mount
Mount Rushmore of actresses, those are the 4: Meryl Streep, Diane Keaton, Katharine Hepburn, Jane Fonda.
I would switch out personally Ingrid Bergman with Katharine Hepburn, but
even though Katharine Hepburn won, didn't she win 4 times?
Yeah, and
Ingrid
has
Bergman
been
has won 3
nominated
times.
for more Oscars than any woman other than Streep.
And I think Ingrid Bergman at least has won once, if not twice.
Yeah. I mean, the only other actresses I can think of, Jodie Foster's won 2. Frances McDormand's won 2. Nicole Kidman, I think, is definitely one of those
Emma Stone has
actresses.
won 2.
No, Nicole Kidman's in the conversation because she started young and she's still working.
Still working, yeah.
But think about it. Diane Keaton was, I think she was 30 when she won for Annie Hall.
Yes.
And she was 57 when she was nominated for Something's Gotta Give. So,
Incredible breadth, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that, and the whole time in between, Mace, all the first 2 Godmother movies were already in the bank. That's how we met her.
Sure.
Is as Kay Adams. Isn't that funny that girl that does used to do Good Morning Football? Her name is Kay Adams.
Yeah. By the way, what is your moment in the first Godfather that made you say, "Wow, Diane Keaton"? Because I have a specific moment.
I'll always remember at the end when she is telling Michael that she didn't have a miscarriage. She had an abortion because she didn't want to bring another child into this sick, twisted mafia world. You sure? I thought it was the end of 1.
Because the end of 1 is she asks if he killed Carlo, right? And he says, no,
and
this
I'll
is the
let
one
you ask
time.
me one time.
One time. And then you see the door close on Kay Adams at the end. You see the door close on Diane Keaton. I think the moment you're talking about is in 2.
All right, I'll look it up.
Yeah, let's look that up. By
I
the
do
way,
think that the one actress who could come into this Diane Keaton range is potentially Emma Stone. So
Emma
she
Stone's got
started really young in these like movies like Superbad and Easy A.
Yeah,
She's
she was
already
great
won 2
in Easy
Oscars.
A.
She could potentially win another Oscar this year for her work in Begonia. And I can see her working very long in the future. So she is on her on the track
on
to
that
having a great career.
path. Yeah. By the way, a couple of undersung, underrated Diane Keaton movies. She does a movie called Shoot the Moon with Albert Finney, which is incredible. And she also does. Well, you like all
you're
those.
right. You're right, Mace. When she tells Michael about the baby, it's in Godfather Part 2.
I thought it was. Yeah, the other, so Shoot the Moon. I also love Manhattan is a great movie, shot in black and white, really cool-looking movie, and it's a Woody Allen one, and just fantastic. You like all the Nancy Meyers ones. I think Nancy Meyers, I think those are ridiculous stories and impossibly great-looking houses.
One of the reasons why I like them is Lisa Ireland's all-time favorite movie is The Holiday. If it's on in our house, it's on for the whole time. And that's one where both Jude Law and Cameron Diaz are at the height of their powers. Neither one of them have ever looked better. And Jack Black has a good cameo in that, and Kate Winslet's great. So that launched us into the Nancy Meyers movies. But Lisa loves all those. She loves Father of the Bride. She loves Something's Gotta Give. Emily,
eat them up. I love Nancy
Meyers
movies.
Do you notice in Nancy Meyers movies one thing Lisa, my wife, always comments on is how great the houses are.
100%.
That's the whole thing.
Every production, the production design is prime. Every costume is amazing. The music choices are great. And its movie is kind of like by women and for women.
Right.
That's what I like about it,
but
too.
It's nobody lives like that. Nobody
Myers
lives
like
with
that.
that element of design in their house and all that. It's like it's
Nancy
fake.
does.
It's a fake world. Nancy may, but
Well,
it's a totally fake world.
If you watch The Holiday, the cottage where Kate Winslet lives in England is very modest. Now, where Cameron Diaz lives in Beverly Hills, where she's lived next to Eli Wallach, is what you're talking about, Mace.
Yes,
like just a spectacular house that few of us could afford. But the cottage in England is a shack.
But to Diane Keaton, we always say this: hail fellow, well met. She
was great.
An amazing actress. Hey, it's the Pure Play Sweepstakes. Enter for your chance to win a next-gen reverse osmosis water system, bringing pure, clean water straight to your home, plus an ESPN LA prize pack that includes a pair of sports tickets and ESPN LA swag. Enter now at pureplaysweepstakes.com. Got to be 18 or older and be a homeowner to enter clean water clutch prizes. Head to pureplaysweepstakes.com today. What is sciatica? Dr. Clapper will tell us all about it. Coming up next, Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, you guys, if you play golf, pickleball, tennis, soccer, basketball, football, and you're sore afterwards, this pretty much describes me. If your back hurts, if you have knee pain, if you sit at a desk all day, I've got a solution for you. It's called iSpod Active. It's wearable cryotherapy. Here's how it works. He gives you these compression shirts, and you put these ice-cold gel packs in them. You put them on for 20 minutes, and you're not sore anymore. I used to use cryopods and sit in ice baths, and you don't have to do any of that anymore thanks to iSpod Active. Just go to that website, iSpodActive.com, ICEBOD active.com. I wear this technology out. And if you, no matter where you have pain, he's got a compression shirt for you. Shoulders, elbows, knees, back. Check it out today. James Worthy is a part owner of this company because he taught him, he says, this is the new, better way to ice. So check him out today. iSpod Active, iSpodActive.com.
DeMarco and Travis, always so giving, even when others don't deserve it or appreciate it.
I gave Cappy seats, and he gave them to someone else.
He forwarded them.
And, all right, I'm going to try to give Cappy some grace here.
No, he was doing it.
Did something come up where he couldn't use them?
Nope.
How'd that make you feel?
Did you give him parking?
I was like, okay, I did give him parking.
Yeah.
The
DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Hey, it's Mace. You and I make decisions every day, but on PrizePicks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement of this football season on PrizePicks, where it's good to be right. PrizePicks, the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Josh Allen's pass yards, rush yards, and touchdowns? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only on PrizePicks. Follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app. Copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just somebody whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new feed tab on PrizePicks. On PrizePicks, how you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose Flex Play, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the Power Play. Download the PrizePicks app, use code MACE, M-A-S-E. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, where it's good to be right.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. You know, we joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Hey, it's Cap. Inheriting a home can be overwhelming, but Seller's Advantage makes it easy. One customer shared, quote, "Inheriting a home felt like too much work. Seller's Advantage gave us a reasonable offer, handled everything, and closed in 3 weeks. I highly recommend them. Skip repairs and headaches. Call Seller's Advantage today at 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer."
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
This college football moment is brought to you by ServPro.
College football teams have moments they recover from and made it like it never even happened. Like on September 24, 2016, when Tulsa found themselves down 31-0 to Fresno State. With 10 minutes left in the second quarter, Tulsa fought back to tie the game at 41. And then won 48-41 in double overtime.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
This college football season, show your school spirit every time you pay. Introducing college-branded Venmo debit cards. Rep your team on and off the field with custom school designs that let everyone know who you root for. Whether you're tailgating, grabbing snacks for the watch party, or celebrating a win, you can unlock 15% cash back at ESPN. 1 free year of Perplexity Pro and more. This college football season, score more with the Venmo debit card. Get yours now in the Venmo app. Learn more at venmo.com/collegecard.
Max cashback varies. Terms apply. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank, N.A.
Exactly. Work at it.
132 on a live imaging Tuesday. Mason in Ireland. Ha! This was an anniversary too today, right? Oh, all right.
No?
I think so.
Dre, the
Dr.
doctor's
Dre.
in.
Oh, Dr. Dre.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And the great Dr. Robert Clapper. The Weekend Warrior Show, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. Thanks to our friends at Cedar Sinai. And Dr. Clapper, who was here yesterday in the office. And he's such a burst of energy in your day.
He really is.
Dr. Clapper joins us right now here on Mason and Ireland. Hello, Doc.
Hi, Doc.
Thank you.
How are you?
Good to hear you guys. Yeah, burst of energy. Exactly. Love it.
All right. Hey, Dr. Clapper, I'm in Phoenix with the Lakers, and LeBron's not going to play because of this sciatica in his back. Matter of fact, they say they're going to reevaluate him in 3 to 4 weeks, which means he could be out even longer. What is this a chronic condition? Is it curable? What can you tell us about someone who has sciatica in his lower back?
All right. Well, the best way for me to describe it, John Ireland, is with some clapper vision.
Excellent.
Great.
So you are sitting in your living room reading a newspaper. Nobody does that anymore, or a book.
Yes.
And you have a wonderful light and a lamp, and that lamp has a white cord, usually, that now goes to the plug in the wall. And someone decided to move some furniture, a cleaning lady, whatever, and you don't realize it, but the plug into the wall was jarred a little bit loose. So now you sit down to read, and you notice that the light bulb is flickering. Is the trouble with the light bulb? So you get up out of the chair and you squeeze the light bulb, you screw it to see that it's tight. Yeah, it's flickering, but there's nothing the matter with the light bulb attached to the socket there.
Right.
So then you look and see, did something eat the cord? No, the cord looks good, but coming out of the wall, the plug got loose. LeBron James has a flickering light, which is his tush, his gluteus maximus muscle.
Right.
That's what he's feeling, but that's the light bulb flickering. His gluteus muscle is not the problem, so he doesn't need physical therapy for his muscle. But what LeBron James has is the plug is pulled a little bit out of the socket, so the electricity's not quite right, and that's what a herniated disc way far away in your spine is irritating the nerve, and they better take good care of it. It is a chronic problem that you don't do surgery for this now or ever, but this is what Dwight Howard was dealing with many years ago in Orlando.
So in other words,
Dr. Clapper, is it curable, or do you just have to manage it?
Good question. So we can try to take down the inflammation. So when you get poked in the eye, right, it hurts, but it gets red, it gets swollen, and you can see that redness. That's what inflammation looks like. So his disc is now the toothpaste coming out of the tube a little bit, and it's poking on the nerve. So there's redness and there's swelling. We can do things to quiet down some of that inflammation. And one of the things they are doing, because this happened in early August, late July, is rest. Sometimes if it's not responding, we could goose it along. I hate cortisone shots, but you can do that. It's called an epidural. Or just letting it be, let the redness come down. In cases, and we can get into Tiger Woods later, if it doesn't, then you have what's known as a microdiscectomy, which really puts an end to this, but it's not so easy to come back from to play basketball if you do that. So the best choice here is to get the inflammation to come down, do it holistically, do it naturally by resting him, but if it's not responding, they'll probably use some medication first.
Okay, let me ask you about Tiger Woods. I just pulled up this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is his fifth back surgery that he has undergone right now. It's lumbar 4-5 with disc fragments. They're doing a lumbar disc replacement surgery. I had a fusion. I know a little bit about this. He had a fusion a couple of years ago. Describe what's going on with Tiger Woods and his back.
So I looked it up also, Steve, and you're right, but I think it's actually spine surgery number 7. Can you imagine?
Wow.
So microdiscectomy, which under the microscope means you remove the disc that, like we're talking about with John Ireland in LeBron's case, under the microscope without disturbing much of the tissues, you remove that bulging disc. First one, 2014. 2015 had 2 more. 2017, he has a fusion. And then he goes and wins the Masters in 2019. Right. Then late September last year, this is in the span of 13 months, he's now had 2 spine surgeries. But what is a disc replacement? This is so nice, the technology, because it allows you to still have movement rather than fusing or gluing the 2 bones together. It is way better to have movement there. So here's a Clapper vision for you.
Okay.
Let's think about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, okay? You have that sourdough or white bread, even though it's illegal, but you should have it with white bread because it's delicious.
It is.
But some people put the peanut butter on one bread and the jelly on the other and smush them together, and that's your peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But actually, what we're going to talk about now is peanut butter spread on one piece of bread, peanut butter on the other piece of bread, and jelly in between the two. A disc replacement is using two different materials. Titanium, which is metal, that's the peanut butter, and the piece of bread is the bone. We get the bone to grow into the peanut butter on the disc above and the disc below. And then we use high-density polyethylene, which is the jelly that lives in between, so that you have movement instead of gluing or fusing the two bones together. They were able to decompress the nerve. He now has a brand-new disc. And Tiger Woods is going to not have a back problem in the future because they saved that level at L45.
By the way, great insight, and it kind of makes me hungry for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Those things are very underrated.
Mace, do you know that every NBA team has those wherever we go? I can get one on a moment's notice on any Laker road trip.
Yeah, apparently the NFL goes through so many Uncrustables, peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables, just thousands of them. All right, so Puka Nacua, high ankle sprain. He did come back in the second half of that Rams game, played a little bit, didn't have any impact. They are on their way to London. They're actually practicing at Camden Yards, and then they're going to London to face the Jacksonville Jaguars. With an ankle sprain, does the travel, the air pressure, all that stuff on a plane, does that have any effect on an ankle?
It does, and I was listening yesterday to Sue Cravens, who was filling in for John.
Yep.
And, getting on the plane, the altitude, yes, it causes more swelling and creates more pain in that person, in that player. So it's a terrible idea to go fly after this injury. But Sue Cravens brought something that only he could bring up, which I thought was incredibly insightful, which is in London, the grass is crappy. Yeah. It's wet, and there's higher slipping going on. So, yeah, Puka came back, and he was a good decoy, right, when he came back after the injury. But, oh, my God, please, 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 don't let him go to London. Let him have the bye week. Let him come back. He's already doing too much for one guy on a team already. That guy needs a break. I would absolutely rest this guy, and I'm a Rams season ticket holder, just like you, Steve Mason.
Yes.
I don't want him playing in London.
But, Dr. Clapper, I have a 14-3 prediction. I can't have them walking into a trap game in London.
Yeah, you can only afford one more loss.
Yeah, exactly. Now, can we beat the Jaguars without Puka?
Devontae Adams needs to catch the ball and hold on to it, and Kyrie Williams needs to not dropping the ball.
What's the Clapper vision for Devontae Adams holding on to the ball?
Well, you take a ball.
He needs to convert to Judaism.
Yeah, you take a ball and you take two hands, and then you don't put the hands on the ball. How about that for Clapper vision?
He needs a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Exactly.
That's what he needs.
Amen.
How are you feeling about the Dodgers after that win last night, Dr. Clapper?
It's just I think, I'm old. So for me, the greatest, and what you guys talk about all the time, which is so wonderful for us listeners, is connecting the past with the present. And that photograph of Sandy Koufax reaching down into the dugout to shake Dave Roberts' hand is just priceless. And that's what I think. I think this is the Dodgers of old in the present. And yet we get to watch Shohei Ohtani. We're getting to watch Babe Ruth in 2025. I mean, I am loving this series. It's just a wonderful experience for all of us.
All right. Hey, Dr. Clapper, appreciate you coming on as always, man. Don't forget, Weekend Warrior Show is coming up Saturday. What time, Dr. Clapper?
7 a.m.
7 a.m. I know where I'm going to be. Doc, thank you.
Love it. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you,
appreciate
Dr.
it.
Clapper.
Yep. Dr. Clapper there, Dr. Robert Clapper.
He's just the best.
He is fantastic.
I walked him into the interns yesterday, their brand new intern class, our fall interns, and he went on 10 minutes about the best pizza in L.A. and how you get to be the best pizza and the ovens. And
Did he do a Clapper vision?
No, it was incredible. He's just incredible.
Yeah, he is incredible. He is amazing. By the way, the new interns, I've met some of them.
You don't know any of the names?
No, Janai.
Yes.
I know.
We have a UCLA
Leah?
intern, which is rare.
Leah is from Pennsylvania. UCLA
Leah,
intern is Brooke, I believe.
I know Shane.
Shane he's an Indiana boy.
Yeah.
He went to Indiana.
So those are the three I've met so far.
Okay.
Yeah. They learn. If you are out there and you are in school and you want to learn about the radio business, the broadcast business, the social media business, believe me, when this internship comes up, we'll tell you about it. But it is an incredible internship. And so many people that you are around the radio station started as interns, the entire social media team for the most part. DeAndre Hawkins from the afternoon show, Parker Bell, who you know from the Blue
Carlos
Review,
Saisu.
Carlos Saisu. They all started as interns. So it's a great opportunity when it comes up, and you'll hear from some of the new interns.
What I tell you next about what Cappy did to Trudell,
oh God,
you're going to need a shower. And I know a lot of people think I'm about to do like a bit of like weird sexual stuff. No.
Really?
This is just so uncomfortable
Chris,
and
leave
icky.
that stuff to me, please.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is so uncomfortable and icky.
Yeah.
And so inappropriate. And again, not in a weird way.
Yeah.
But in like, Cappy, really?
Okay.
Sort of way.
All right. The NLCS is on the ESPN LA app, 5 o'clock. You hear the Dodgers and the Brewers game 2. NLCS on the ESPN LA app. Just hit the ESPN Radio Live Sports tile for play-by-play from ESPN Radio. Yoshinobu Yamamoto versus Freddie Peralta. Dodgers looking to take a commanding 2-0 series lead on the road. And then tomorrow morning, it's the Blue Review, 6:30 a.m. on the ESPN LA YouTube channel. The MLB postseason on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. Coming up next for you, that disgusting thing that Morales described with Cappy and Trudell. I'm fascinated to find out what this is. In the meantime, this is a show sponsored by BetterHelp. So October 10th was World Mental Health Day, and this year we're saying thank you to therapists. So I went through a really tough patch, 20 years ago, and on and off. And a therapist makes all the difference. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct. They are fully licensed in the U.S. They can match you with the right therapist. After a short questionnaire, they identify your needs and preferences, and with their 12-plus years of experience, you'll get the right therapist. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. They've served over 5 million people globally. And this month, this World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who've helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Because weekday mornings in L.A. belong to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
For a guy who had heart failure, why do you not enjoy heartwarming stories?
Because my heart's back to normal.
Are you Tom Rinaldi? That's who I was thinking of.
Tom
Are you
Rinaldi.
Yes,
Tom Rinaldi.
I like the Rinaldi
story. Great bit. Cap is Tom Rinaldi with his Werther's Originals and his...
I'm so tired. You are Radio Rinaldi.
Sedano and Cap Morning Show, 7 to 9 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
Support comes from Clean Power Alliance, providing 3 million residents and businesses clean electricity options. Southern California is our home. It's the air we breathe, the sky we share, the communities that connect us. Every day we have the choice to make a change. On every road, with every light we turn on, we can choose clean energy. Together, we power potential. Change is electric. Learn more at cleanpoweralliance.org/changeIsElectric.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
Coach Saban here, on the field or on your walls, coverage matters. That's why I go with Behr Marquee Interior Paint and Primer from the Home Depot.
Exceptional hide, advanced stain blocking, and over 1,000 colors to choose from. Behr Marquee delivers one-coat coverage that stands up to real life. One-coat coverage, no overtime. Behr Marquee, only at the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Valid only when tinted to colors from the Behr Marquee Interior One-Coat Hide Collection.
It's like rain.
148. Rain. Isn't it ironic, Jack? Yes. A Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence on Mason and Ireland. It seems to stop raining here, at least in downtown LA.
That's good.
But it's still wet, so be careful out there.
Yeah, it is.
As I like to say, you got your windshield wipers on your outside. We can be your windshield wipers on the inside.
Which doesn't really make sense, but okay.
That's the whole bit. It doesn't make sense. Speaking of bits, this is not a bit. This is a real life story.
Real life.
That was exposed this morning on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show, which you can hear weekdays at 7 a.m. George Sedano, Scott Kaplan, Greg Bergman, producer Lindsay Baseball, producer Jorge, and myself.
YouTube Hour.
And the YouTube Hour at 9 a.m. when
Yes.
we go to Rich Eisen terrestrially. So what has been happening, and this has been in the planning stages, there is a game that the Lakers are playing in New Orleans.
Right.
Cappy's daughter goes to Tulane, one of the daughters. So Cappy has been working with Trudell that when this happens, Cappy's going to go to New Orleans because there's a weekend, there's a Tulane football game, doesn't matter. And he had asked Trudell, basically, this had come up. And Trudell had offered that Cappy can stay in the hotel room with Trudell that night.
What?
And that Trudell would get 2 beds. Nothing weird. He was being very nice.
No.
Cappy took him up on it because Cappy's cheap, notoriously cheap.
God.
Cappy's also notorious for asking for favors, but he always says he'll reciprocate.
Right.
And that is true. But Cappy's always an over-asker, so get this. This came out today. He apparently asked for Trudell for tickets to this Lakers-Pelicans game.
Okay.
Trudell said, no problem, I'll work on it. That should be doable. 2 tickets for him and his daughter.
That seems reasonable.
That's where you would stop, right?
Yeah, right.
Cappy then goes. Now, I don't know the hotel specifically, and you don't have to say, John, but most hotels that you guys stay on the road are 5-star hotels.
Yeah, fancy.
Yeah, that one is in New Orleans. It's a good one.
And that's booked by a traveling secretary or whoever handles that for the Lakers. A travel person.
Coordinator,
right.
Yep.
Cappy then says, thanks for the offer on the room and the tickets. Just wondering, any way that I could book a room through the Lakers for 3 nights at the team's rate?
What? So Trudell's supposed to go to the Lakers and say Cappy wants to buy a room
for 3 nights.
That would be a hard no from me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think.
But I don't like to bother the Lakers unless I absolutely have to, and this would be an unprecedented ask for someone in the media traveling part.
And by the way, you guys aren't even saying they're 3 nights. You're saying they're 1 night probably, right?
Right.
Correct.
So at what age do you stop sharing hotel rooms? Like, I cannot imagine sharing a hotel room.
Well, he tried to get out of
somewhere.
the sharing by just getting his own room for 3 nights. But asking, here's the icky part.
Yeah.
That's why I don't try not to ask people for anything because, A, you have to owe them, but also it's just kind of icky. Like, you're going to ask Mike Trudell to go to his bosses, the Los Angeles Lakers, to book a room, not for his wife or something, but for Scott Kaplan, who many of them may say, who's Scott Kaplan?
Yeah.
I hope they don't, but they might.
Yeah.
And 3 nights, clear point here, at the team's rate.
Yes. He is overplaying his hand by a lot.
So
But
icky.
That's Cap. Doesn't he always do that?
But isn't
Chris?
that icky?
It is.
Has anybody ever asked you that favor, John?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I've asked.
And I wouldn't even entertain it.
The tickets thing is not a problem.
I still think that's
well,
icky.
it is
but
actually.
You think it is?
Because it's not our game.
Oh, right.
So that's icky. That's a first ask.
So that's
then
a pull.
this ask, and then he tells Trudell, all of this is on text. By the way, this is not for air. Don't want the guys knowing this.
Oh,
so Trudell
you
agrees to that, but then I think Cappy knew that we might know it eventually. So Cappy then divulges this on the air, in which we call Trudell and get him on the air immediately.
Right.
And Trudell's like, yeah, it was a little weird that you even asked me for this, but I was trying to be polite.
Yep.
But how gross is that?
It is.
It's
See, if
gross.
I'm Trudell, I tell Cap, let me look into it, and then I never look into it.
But I also just tell him,
I couldn't make it happen.
I also think you say to him, hey, a bit of an overstep, I think.
Yeah, I think definitely overstepping.
You just say, hey, man, I know that we're close, and I don't mind trying to help you with tickets, but rooms, really? This is my employer.
I think he overstepped with sharing a room.
Well, maybe.
That's just weird. Grown-ups sharing a room.
I mean, I've shared a room with Cappy. I mean, it's not. It is what it is.
I'm an adult.
I've also shared a hot dog with the man.
You've shared a lot.
I don't know, Emily. Don't you think it's a bit of an overstep?
Of course, I would never ask for this. I would, again, the most I would ask would, be maybe the tickets and be like, hey, I know it's a huge inconvenience. If there's any way, one ticket for me and my daughter, but also it's like, can't he stay with his daughter?
I don't know. I don't know.
Now, would it be overstepping for me to say I'd love to go on a Lakers road trip?
Wouldn't you? The ask isn't the problem. The problem is making it happen.
The logistics.
You mean
of it.
you going on the charter?
Yeah.
But you're
going
Steve,
from city
and I mean
to
this
city
in the nicest way towards Cappy.
Yeah.
You're Steve Mason,
right? But
you have a bit of equity in the city and the market.
You're not getting the experience that John gets, where you're traveling and in the tube and all that. I did that one time to Hawaii. It was really cool.
You do a radio show with their play-by-play guy, John Ireland. So there's a little bit of an explanation there.
Sure.
So John could say, hey, this is for the show. Mace is my partner for 30 years. Let's try to figure this out.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, it's harder to do in the preseason because the roster is bigger.
That's right.
You know, there's like 20. Like on the last trip, the one we took to Palm Desert and San Francisco.
Yes.
There were people in our normal traveling party who couldn't come on the plane because we have 6 or 7 extra players. But when I started my first year traveling, our traveling party was 26 people.
Yeah.
We're now at 68.
Oh, man. Wow. 68 people.
Yeah, so it'd be an issue with the plane.
I just want to sit next to Michael, have a glass of Camus.
Well, Michael tries, he pulls a scam. He piles up a bunch of newspapers and
That's
bags
where I'm going to
and
sit.
stuff like that.
I want to sit next to Michael and
like
screw
on
up
this
his little
on
plan.
the way here, on the way to Phoenix. Because we have so many extra players, they made Michael move all his crap and gave him a seatmate.
Oh, boy, he must have been furious, huh?
He was not happy.
Yeah, not happy.
It was Anthony, our audio guy. He told him that he was not allowed to get up during the flight for any reason.
Does he go by Anthony?
Michael sits on the aisle.
The old Italian pronunciation?
Anthony, no H.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, best audio guy in the league. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, I used to call him.
If we hired Anthony at our place, we would have no more engineering issues.
All right, there you go. We need
Sounds
an
like
Anthony
might be expensive, though.
We need an Anthony.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So with all that, I would just say, Cappy, scumbag.
Back off, man. Back off.
Scumbag.
Seriously. That's
gutless.
Well, Cap
ridiculous.
definitely went to the school of you never know if you don't ask.
That is true. And I don't like. You're right. I don't like to owe favors.
Oh,
I'm not. I don't like that feeling that I'm
now
on the
I owe
hook
you
for
something. Yeah.
It's too transactional
It's
to
icky.
me. Yeah,
It's
it is.
icky.
It is. All right, coming up next, going to do some fast track. We'll circle back to the Dodgers. Did they just buy everything? Is money the reason they are where they are? And we'll talk about that coming up next for you as well. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Real sports talk and some really wild stories. Like the time DeMarco, the Super Bowl champ, was locked up over parking tickets.
I had to go in once to a Seattle County jail for 2 days for parking tickets.
How many parking tickets
A lot.
did you
I
have?
have.
You got to collect a lot.
So you have the court dates and you have failures to appear.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
You didn't
turns
know
into a warrant. Yeah. So they came and got me out of the weight room, took me to Seattle County Jail, and told me, "Oh, the judge left for the weekend. The
So
soonest
you're
you can
here
get out
for
is on
until he
Monday."
comes
Right.
back.
Oh my God, 2 days.
Were you scared?
Oh. Yes, wouldn't you be?
Of course, I
Oh
know
my God,
I would, but I
terrified.
wasn't a football player.
Oh my God, yes.
I feel like you could take care of
I
yourself.
saw some of the wildest
Hey,
stuff in there.
DeMarco.
See? Wildest stuff in those 2 days.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Oh, I've been slamming pumpkin spice lattes from Pink Coffee. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Catch the big baseball series on our big screens everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
Nothing but a good time. Brett Michaels' only SoCal show, November 21st. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
We're giving away a new Land Rover Defender. Earn entries with your rewards card, and you could be the winner. October 30th.
Morongo. Good times.
Purple and gold fans, nothing beats the thrill of catching the Lake Show live. Every bounce, Every bucket, every moment is amplified when you witness it with your own eyes. Snag your tickets now, even if it's last minute, at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Los Angeles Lakers. Find your seats this season at Lakers.com/ticket exchange. That's Lakers.com/ticket exchange. Hope to see you there. Let's go, Lake Show.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350Q, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, zoom, man.
Zoom. All right, so this morning it was raining. And it may rain throughout the day. And just to warn you all, I saw that there is a 200% more likely chance that a tornado happens in the LA area, which again is very low chance.
No, yeah.
So
let's take this seriously.
Be prepared. Take it seriously if it happens. But I cracked myself up because the LA Times on their TikTok released a video of how to drive in the rain, and here is a little taste of it.
What is that falling from the sky? Why, it's rain. Southern California doesn't get a lot of this, but don't you worry, it's mostly good. Whoa, what was that? Are celestial forces ripping apart our sky, and we're all doomed to death? Why, no, that's thunder, a combination of heat and high humidity. And that bright streak of light, that's lightning. And let's just say if you touch that, your hair might be standing with electricity, but you probably won't. Rain is great for our environment, but it's not all grand. It can bring slick roads, flash floods, mudslides, and monsoons. You're probably saying, hey, I can't stay home just because it's raining. I need to go to work or meet my pal at the local soda shop. Well, no fear, dear viewer. Let's just give you some tips on how to drive in the rain. 1, turn on windshield wipers and headlights. Wipers remove water from windshields, and lights help you see through the rain and others see you better. 2, slow down. You might like flying like a rocket through traffic, but you're being dangerous and acting like a real cucklehead. 3, maintain control of your car. This often means going below the posted speed limit.
So basically,
that's like a PSA for how to drive in the rain.
Did he just use the word cucklehead?
Yeah,
Yes.
he said cucklehead.
Don't drive like a butthead, guys. Drive carefully.
Yep.
Be safe. It's all gonna be okay. Weather happens sometimes.
So,
By the way, that guy's voice sounded like Marcus Grant.
It does sound like
yeah,
Marcus
it does.
Grant. Yeah.
So odds of a tornado up 200%. I don't
From zero.
Has
basically?
there ever been a tornado?
No, and just
in
about,
LA?
about tornadoes, they don't typically happen in cities because of the atmospheric pressure around a city. The buildings affect that.
Right.
But if you were in a tornado warning, it's different than a tornado watch. Watch means that there are atmosphere that is capable to have a tornado. Warning means that a tornado has been spotted in your area. And in that case, go inside, get into a place without any windows, and close the door, likely a bathroom. Most places in LA and SoCal don't have basements.
Yes.
So just go into your bathroom, the lowest level of your house, and stay there. But It's very, very unlikely.
When I was a little kid, we had tornado drills, and you would go to the hallway and you put a book over your head. Like that was going to save you if the school
I
got
thought
it.
you were supposed to stand. It's like an earthquake. You're supposed to stand in a door frame.
No, that's different. You're supposed to huddle down. If you've got a basement, get into the basement and put a book over your head.
What does the
You
book
still
over
have
your
the book.
head do?
It protects if something's falling on you. Like if the tornado were to hit and stuff's falling on you, you're protecting your head.
All right.
So
Go
anyway,
ahead.
there's your public service announcement. Vroom, vroom. Brian.
So I saw this teaser video yesterday. Apparently, they're remaking Fear Factor. It's going to be Fear Factor House of Fears.
Oh.
They had a little teaser video. You know how they do the drink the something nasty. It was like something in a blender, 10, 15
The
different
hissing
things.
cockroaches.
Yeah, the bugs. A little two-part question. So apparently Johnny Knoxville is going to be the new host of the show. It comes out in a couple months.
Good.
Did they nail that host? And then I can't get myself to watch this anymore. I used to be able to watch it when I was younger, but something about people eating nasty foods just kind of grosses me out again. So I think I'm out on this.
I have
Can you
never
watch
been
that?
a Fear Factor fan. I think Johnny Knoxville's perfect. I mean, he's seen and done it all.
Well, it
at
used
this
to be
point.
Joe Rogan. He
Yes.
makes too much money now.
Yeah, no, he's not slumming on Fear Factor.
You know who loves Fear Factor, can't get enough of it?
Who?
Stu Lance.
Stu Lance?
Loves Fear
That
Factor.
seems so out of character.
I know. One of his favorite shows.
Wow. Yeah, so it's coming back. They do the most disgusting stuff that I don't want to see, dangerous stuff, bug stuff, eating stuff. No, not for me. What about you, Em?
Fear is a factor for me, so therefore I will not. But I was a big fan when I was a kid, like Brian. But yeah, no, the tagline is, fear is not a factor for you.
No, Morales?
I never have seen an episode.
Oh, yeah. This is, all right. There you have it.
I don't like weird stuff in my mouth.
Well,
zoom.
all evidence to the contrary. Okay, the NLCS is on the ESPN LA app at 5 p.m. You can hear the Dodgers and Brewers in Game 2 of the NLCS. Hit the ESPN Radio live sports tile for play-by-play from ESPN Radio. Yoshinobu Yamamoto on the mound versus Freddie Peralta. Dodgers looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead on the road. Be sure to listen tomorrow morning. Watch tomorrow morning at 6:30 with the Blue Review on ESPN LA's YouTube channel. The MLB postseason on ESPN LA, presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. You know who I'm really irritated by today, Ireland?
Whom?
Dylan Hernandez.
I read his column. I don't agree with it.
I don't agree with it at all. He says the Dodgers basically bought their way here. And when I look at the teams that are still alive, I see the number 1 payroll, the Dodgers, and the number 5 payroll, Toronto.
Number one payroll is technically the Mets.
Technically the Mets, yeah, but I think we all know the truth with the deferred money. Toronto 5, Seattle 16, Milwaukee 23. You know, that's a pretty balance. That's some small market teams and some big market teams. That's some high payroll teams and some low payroll teams. And by the way, it looks like Seattle with the number 16 payroll may advance to the World Series this year. So I don't think I don't think it's the money. I think it's the thought behind the money, how you use it. Like, for example, Andrew Friedman in Tampa Bay was competitive. They had no money, was competitive because you outsmarted people. Milwaukee has put together a team that you would not expect. They don't slug. They play good defense. They don't strike out. They walk a lot. They steal bases. They built from things that they could create a cohesive team with, and they didn't have to spend money.
Well, I understand the point he's trying to make. The money certainly helps.
Sure it does.
But if he was right, if you could just buy the World Series, then we'd have the same champions every year, and there hasn't been a repeat champion in 25 years. Now, the Dodgers might do it this year, but for the first time since the Yankees in the early part of the century. But isn't the fact that we haven't had a repeat champion in 20-plus years refute the argument that you can buy the World Series? Because if you could, it'd be the top payroll teams every year.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying the fact that the money makes a huge difference, obviously. But do the pieces fit? Does it come? Like, for example, in the wild card era since 1995, the World Series has been won by the highest payroll team only 5 times. So only 5 times since 95 has the team with the biggest payroll won. Evidence, again, evidence to the contrary. It's not just the money.
Now, the flip side of this is that if we were on sports radio in a smaller market,
sure,
they all think if the Dodgers win the World Series this year, it's going to lead to a lockout because there's no salary cap. That what's to stop the Dodgers from winning it a third, fourth, fifth time in a row? I think that's an overreaction, but that's what they're going to argue.
Yeah, so I will.
What's your counter?
I'm canceling the 2027 Major League Baseball season because there is going to be a lockout.
Yeah, there's going to be a lockout no matter what.
The players will not give in, and we will lose a season, at least one season, and maybe longer, because there is no way that players are ever going to accept a salary cap.
And then baseball takes a massive hit, which changes the
Gigantic.
game because you won't have the revenue anymore because that will destroy whatever's left of the RSNs. And the entire media landscape will get restructured where it'll be the inflation that we see from some of these rights deals will be gone because once you take a season away from the RSNs, they're done.
Although, you know what Rob Manfred wants to do is he wants Major League Baseball to control all the local broadcasts. Now, the Yankees, the Dodgers won't go along with this necessarily,
Red Sox.
But everybody else,
but he
baseball
wants to make it an option
rights.
available to teams, right?
I don't necessarily think that's a bad idea.
No, I think.
But
it's
here's
smart.
why if I were the players, I would do everything humanly possible to avoid a lockout. I'll say the same thing about the WNBA players. Mace, we read a story the other day that a lot of people at the LA Times are thinking about going on strike.
Yes.
Anytime you instigate a lockout, the others, you're a millionaire, but you're playing against billionaires. They can always last longer than you. Always. So if the baseball players vote to
well, no,
strike,
it won't be the baseball players vote. It'll be the owners voting to lock out players.
Yeah.
It's not the players going on
because
strike.
the players won't accept their terms.
Right, and I don't think there's any way there's going to be a salary cap.
So this is why if I was a player, I would consider accepting their terms. The owners don't care if they don't play for 2 years.
And it could be longer.
Right, and the players can't make that money back.
The owners have never beaten them.
Yes,
just to the idea that people are putting out there that the Dodgers have fought their way here.
Yeah.
When was the last time the Dodgers missed on someone they actually wanted?
Well, I mean, they made offers to Aaron Judge and Justin
Did they
Verlander.
actually want them, though? Were they going to go and play over? Like, they were not going to overspend.
They made an offer to Bryce Harper.
They made an offer to Juan Soto. They tried to get everybody.
2019?
They tried to get Juan Soto last winter.
Right. Well, if
They
you want
didn't
more
really try for that one.
if you want more recent, they made an offer to Aaron Judge.
Yeah, Aaron Judge.
But a pittance of an offer. If they actually wanted, okay, what I'm saying is the Dodgers, anytime they actually want somebody, they get them. And they probably want to Judge if they can get them on their terms on a cheaper deal or something less than what another team would give them. But if they actually go all in to get somebody, they're getting somebody. So that's why if you're someone like the Brewers or even honestly the Yankees, you're like, what the heck? I can't even compete with the Dodgers. They get anything they want.
And yet payrolls number 5, 16, and 23 are in the Final Four.
And the Dodgers will probably go to the World Series.
I
probably
certainly
win
hope
the World
so. And by the way,
So, Emily, how would you propose baseball fix that?
Yes, a salary cap would probably solve that. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't.
But I'm just saying that's the argument with you can buy your way to a World Series. In this case, with the Dodgers.
Yeah, that will be a nuclear
I don't
winner.
think a salary cap will be accepted, Mace, but I do think that they're going to have to alter the revenue sharing.
Well, they could do stuff. Well, right now it's 100% revenue sharing, right? Everybody shares everything.
What I'm saying is, if I hate that the NBA does this, and if baseball, but it may be the only solution if the players aren't going to accept a cap, is you put in the aprons.
But that's a salary cap, John.
Yeah,
the
that's
aprons
based on
are
a
a salary cap.
And they have the Cohen tax right now, where they do tax the teams that spend over a certain limit on a higher rate than other places.
Yeah, I mean, John, the aprons are a salary cap.
Right, but that's not what the NBA calls them. And the reason the NBA thinks that the aprons are necessary is not because a team like the Lakers or the Knicks couldn't go over, or the Warriors are over the apron, the Suns are over the apron. But if you go over the apron, it doesn't just cost you money. That's what baseball needs to get to. So if it becomes so punitive to go over let's say you lose all your first-round draft picks, or let's say you lose the ability to make trades where you take in more money than goes out. That would cripple some of the elite teams in baseball. But it can't go on the way like it is now. It won't.
I think the only fix that I could imagine sliding through. And by the way, the Dodgers pay $237 million in luxury tax this year.
Right, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the reason that the
actually $353 million in luxury tax.
Even if it was $1 billion, the reason that the apron system works in the NBA is it's not, the penalties are not just financial.
But John, that is a salary cap. No matter what, no matter how you spin it, they call it aprons, but it is a salary cap. It's an artificial restraint on players' salaries.
Correct.
But so I would propose this. Maybe this is a fix. No more deferred money.
You could do that.
See, I think the players could go along with that. No more deferred money.
Yeah, I think that's almost like a loophole they just need to close. I think that's going to happen regardless. But it's not going to solve the problem. Had the Lakers been, the Dodgers been forced to get rid of all their deferred money, I think they still get the guys they went after.
You know what's going to happen when there's a strike? Summer of bits.
Oh, summer of bits, absolutely.
I'm going to be going loose.
Yeah.
All day, every hour, bits.
2027, look out. All summer long.
Bit
all summer long.
Yeah,
Bit
exactly. 710.
Dodgers lineup is out for today. No surprises here. Shohei leading off, Mookie batting second, Freddie third. Will Smith, Max Muncy, Teoscar Hernandez, Tommy Edman at second, Kike in left, and Andy Pages in center. By the way, one note, I think Andy Pages is going to have a good night. Anyone with me? Crickets? Really?
What makes you think that?
Last night, a 10-pitch at bat and an 8-pitch at bat. He was in there battling and making contact and making pitchers work. By the way, I think the same thing with Shohei. It didn't look like Shohei coming around last night, but he actually hit the baseball for the first time in a while. He did not. It wasn't just nonstop.
Well, if you're a Dodger fan, you should feel really good about where you are. You're up 1-0 in the NLCS, and Shohei hasn't shown up.
Exactly. I feel good about tonight. Fast Track, more Fast Track coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, it's Trucktober at your Toyota dealer. Your best time to get a new Toyota truck. They've got the largest inventory of Tacomas and Tundras ready to roll. The Tacoma is known for its toughness, off-road capability, and everyday efficiency. It's perfect for weekend adventures or just tackling your to-do list. If you prefer the Tundra, it brings serious power, towing capacity, and bold design, and both the Tundra and the Tacoma have all the latest tech and comfort features. So whether you need a truck that's built for the trails, built for work, or built for your next adventure, Toyota's got you covered this Trucktober. Toyota makes it easy. See your Southern California Toyota dealer today.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Don't strike out if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to step into the batter's box for you. They'll swing for the fences, go extra innings if they have to, and make sure the insurance companies are out at home. They'll cover all the bases and bring you home safe with the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning lineup now at 213-747-1234. That's 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Normand Legal, your recovery is always a grand slam.
Squirrel, win this game day with Amazon Pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you and on your schedule. Whether you're running from work, home, or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
And we're back, live during a Flex Alert. Dialed in on the thermostat. Oh, we're pre-cooling before 4 p.m., folks.
And that's the end of the third. Time to set it back to 78 from 4 to 9 p.m. Clutch move by the home team. What's the game plan from here on out?
Laundry?
Not today.
Dishwasher?
Sidelined.
What a performance by Team California. The power truly is ours.
During a Flex Alert, pre-cool, power down, and let's beat the heat together.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win. No gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network so you can talk college football with your BFF while taking Buster to the vet.
Hey, yeah, I can't believe he ate the whole thing of chicken wings.
And I can't believe we're staging a comeback. Touchdown!
Yes! Staying connected matters. That's why in the rare event of a network outage, you'll automatically get a bill credit for a full day's service. For wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers, must be connected to impacted tower at onset of outage. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for full details.
Hey, it's Reese Davis. Let's be honest, you can't keep an eye on everything. Unless you've got Blink Outdoor 4 cameras. While you're focused on the game, Blink's keeping an eye on your home.
With up to 2-year battery life and with Sync Module XR, you can cover more space without constant maintenance. No wires, no worries. Blink helps keep an eye on what matters most. Get Blink today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Fast Track. And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, real quick correction I want to make. The Dodgers did not pay $300 million in luxury tax. Their payroll in 2024 was $353 million. They paid $103 million in luxury tax. So it was not as bad as I had originally reported. Zoom.
That's all monopoly money to me. It doesn't make sense. So,
Yes.
a new group of people, and John, pay attention to this. It's your favorite thing. Books. So there's a new group of people that love to maybe a little introverted that want to meet people. So there's an audiobook walking club in Hermosa Beach, and strangers gather monthly to walk silently while listening to audiobooks, and then afterwards they can discuss their reads with the people that are also on this walk. And it's turned out to be like 50 or 60 people, almost 100 people sometimes, that will come out and do these walks on Hermosa Beach. And it's an introvert's paradise, I'll say that. So, would you want to participate in the audiobook walk?
Wait a minute. So I'm walking, but I'm walking with headphones on, and I'm not talking to anybody.
Correct.
Right?
You're just
Until the
listening
end
to
of
your
the
book.
walk, and you can then discuss it with people.
No, that's stupid. Why can't I discuss? I want to talk to people while I'm walking. I don't want to. If I'm going to walk with earbuds in, I want to walk by myself.
Now, I do like I've been doing some walking, but I don't ever have an audiobook on. I always listen to music when I'm walking or when I'm working out. Do you listen to I always listen to music. I need music.
Yeah, I just
to keep me going.
downloaded Mark Cuban on Pablo Torre Finds Out so I can listen to it on the plane.
Hey, can I ask you
what's a treat,
what's he going to
John.
find out?
Oh,
I don't know. I'll find it. I'll be able to tell you tomorrow.
But, there's not much difference between listening to a podcast and listening to an audiobook, right?
It depends on if you're listening to a nonfiction or a fiction.
Right.
Fiction, obviously, then it's like you're inside of this world. Okay, another question.
Yeah.
If you listen to a book on audiobook, have you read it?
Have you read it?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question.
Would you tell them I read the
I've never in my life listened to an audio book.
I tried once, and I kept losing my concentration. I have to read.
I don't like it. I like a book in front of me.
I'm a huge fan. My mom, I grew up with my mom listening to a lot of audiobooks. She would commute from Fredericksburg to Northern Virginia about an hour every day to work and back, and so she's a big audiobook lady. So I got it from her, and I love audiobooks. I might go.
You working on any books right now, Em? You're a big reader.
I'm currently listening to this one that it's about basketball. I kind of do a little nonfiction when I'm doing it, but it's called There's Always This Year.
I always do fiction. I'm
really?
reading the new Dan Brown book.
Do you ever read the saucy ones?
The smut?
Saucy.
Oh, I wasn't going to use the word smut, but okay.
Smut? I don't read a lot of smut.
Like somebody was gripping Mace's rippling
it has no
muscles.
It has Fabio is not on the front of the books I read.
Remember the A League of Their Own when Madonna was trying to teach that girl to read?
Yep.
You were reading romance novels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in that movie, by the way.
Well, Mason
Have I ever
wore
mentioned
his
that?
Brokeback Mountain jacket.
It's a Brokeback shacket. Please
Okay.
get it right. Vroom, vroom, Bri.
Fast Track.
All right, so on this day 31 years ago, one of my favorite movies of all time, Little Giants, was released. If you haven't seen it, it's a must-watch, especially if you like, sports. It's got the sports aspect of it. But it also, in my opinion, has one of the best cameos ever.
Oh, also, Brian, can you give us the plot? What's the plot
give me
of
I've never seen this movie, so give me the plot.
Rick Moranis, right, Brian?
Don't know. I don't know I don't know the name right off. If that's the actor's name, not sure.
Yeah, I think that's the guy.
It's the guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah,
that guy. Okay, yeah. So yes, John.
Hey, what's the plot? Though,
the plot
Brian?
is you got the reject kids that didn't make the team. They're not good enough to make the Pop Warner team. So, guy from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, I forget his name.
Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis. He decides to open up his own kind of rival team of all the kids that weren't good enough to be on the team. Get some ringer kids in there. He's going to take on his brother who does the actual Pop Warner team, and they play for who's going to represent the city.
Yeah. So how old were you when you fell in love with this movie? Like 7?
Probably.
Is it
around
kind
there.
of 4 7-year-olds? Because it sounds like it's kind of
I mean,
4.
I don't know.
The 7 to 10 range.
Well, let me tell you the cameos that are in it. You
Okay.
tell me. So halfway through the movie, towards the end, John Madden makes a
Oh,
cameo.
wow.
Emmett Smith, Bruce Smith, and Tim Brown. So they had a couple NFL guys come up.
Ed O'Neill is in that movie apparently.
Yes,
too.
he is actually. He's the other coach.
Okay.
The bad coach per se.
Yeah. This movie eluded me. Em, have you seen it?
I have seen it. It also reminds me of the movie Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah, with Will Ferrell. That's a
Yeah.
very funny
That's
one.
another
Yeah.
good cameo there.
Yeah. So Little Giant.
Little Giant.
And Mace will not see it because it's for little kids, right?
It is for little kids.
Check it out.
Mace,
Although I'll tell you
best cameo in a movie ever is who?
Mike Tyson, The Hangover.
That's a great
I
one.
think I've got a better one.
My first thought was the TV show Jerry Jones in Landman.
Very good. For me, you guys remember in Wayne's World that there were all sorts of people popping in as cameos, and at one point, Mike Myers is in a scene with a guy at a gas station, and the actor is kind of going through the motions,
right?
And Mike Myers breaks the fourth wall and goes, "You're not giving it to me, man. This is a great scene, and you're giving me nothing. Can we get another actor in here?"
Yeah.
And the guy who turns and replaces the guy is Charlton Heston.
Oh, wow.
And he nails the scene, and Mike Myers goes, "Excellent!" and gets back in the car. and leaves.
One more really good one is Neil Patrick Harris and Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. It's very funny. He plays like this totally stoned out, drugged out womanizer. And it's very, very funny.
Oh,
That's a
also
great
Bill
one.
Murray in Zombieland is pretty good
Oh,
too.
fantastic! Where he's
Frank
dressed up as a
Sinatra
zombie.
in Cannonball Run.
Oh, there
yeah.
you go.
Brian, do you know who Charlton Heston is?
Maybe if I saw a picture, but off the name.
Moses in the Ten Commandments.
And
you ever see that
Planet
one?
of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes.
No.
Get your filthy hands
Ben,
off me,
Ben
you
Hur,
dirty
Brian?
ape.
You've never seen Ben Hur?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean,
I forget.
I'm more of a visual. If I see the face, I'll know that. Yeah.
Soylent Green is people.
Soylent Green is people. That's an excellent point. Yes. By the way, the little nugget from Ben-Hur, if you're old enough to remember this, if you go back and look at it, Charlton Heston was wearing a watch while he was in a chariot race.
Wow.
Yeah, just wearing his Timex.
That's like in Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, the coffee cup.
Starbucks
Yeah,
cup.
there's a Starbucks cup next to Khaleesi in a key scene that somebody forgot to take the cup off the set.
So one of the things last night, this was in the American League game, I think, right, Em?
Yeah, so Joe Davis and John Smoltz were calling the American League game. It's in Toronto, and yesterday was Canadian Thanksgiving, and so they were carving a turkey. And then in the postgame afterwards, I think it's Kevin Burkhardt had some concerns.
Right, A-Rod and Big Papi are also part of this.
Before we leave, you guys, we have some really investigating. I want to ask your opinion here. During the game, it is Thanksgiving in Canada, and we wish those in Canada a happy Thanksgiving. So Joe Davis and John Smoltz get the turkey, and they're cutting up a turkey while Joe is diving into it while calling the game. But if we inspect this a little closer, first of all, impressive by Joe to do both. That turkey looks a little pink to me.
I mean, Dontrell Willis pointed that out right from the get-go because I guess he's got a lot of history and experience cooking turkeys. He pointed out how pink it was. So
Yeah.
You see Smoltz' reaction?
Smoltz and Joe, impressive. He's calling the game. He dives right in. I just wonder, can we get an update in 3 hours from Joe on that?
Salmonella poisoning.
They pulled a cook.
Thank God he had a day off tomorrow.
They pulled a turkey out of the oven and little early.
There is the pink. Did you see this? The pink turkey. I honestly think it's unsafe.
Yeah, I would have passed on eating the turkey if it was pink.
Would you ever eat while doing a game? That's what Joe Davis did. He ate the turkey right in the pink turkey right in the middle of the game while he's doing his call.
Listen, Joe found some way to be exciting finally during a game.
On, Chris. Joe Davis, friend of the show, Joe Davis.
Mace, without going into too much detail.
Yes.
The reason it's risky to eat while you're doing a game.
Yes.
Is that it's a lot like doing our show. We really don't have time to go to the bathroom.
Nope.
If the bathroom is too far away from where the studio and our salespeople don't care. They'll if the break's 1 minute, they just say just deal with it.
Yeah.
But so I would be afraid of if you can't go to the bathroom, you shouldn't eat or drink anything, and so I never do during games.
Yeah, I never. By the way,
whoa.
Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
What is the swipe? What does that mean? Why a swipe at the sales?
Yeah,
team?
it was a swipe at
No,
our
it wasn't
MCs.
a swipe at sales. It was a swipe at they're doing their job, but they don't think about how long or how short a break is.
Yeah.
And so we have to manage that.
But that's not really sales' decision.
Yeah, that's
well,
Trish.
whose is it?
That's Trish.
No, it's kind of our decision.
Oh,
honestly.
yeah, there you go. It's kind of a
and we haven't had
mutual
1 minute
decision.
breaks in a long time. You have plenty of time now.
Yeah, we got some pretty fat breaks.
Yeah, they're fat and
fat
juicy.
breaks, yeah.
Yeah, I always check with Brian just to be safe when I go. Like, how long's this break?
I like to say, Brian, buy me a minute.
Yeah,
and you
that's
can
what
always
Brian
run a
will always
morning
say.
show
Goes,
promo.
I'll buy you a minute if you need one. But
Exactly.
Brian, just make sure it's always morning show promos, and I'll slip you an extra 20 every week.
Ooh, let's go. I got you.
There you go.
We got another great cameo. Brian on Twitter tweets at us, says that Matt Damon in Euro Trip. He does he sings along to Scotty Doesn't
he
Know.
does sing. Yeah. That's
good.
a good one. Yeah, I mean, there've been some legendary cameos. All right, coming up next for you, John. LeBron is monitoring the situation with he's monitoring it. You know about this?
I've heard.
Yeah, we'll do it coming up next. Mason and Ireland 7. Buy me a minute, Brian. Mason and Ireland 710 ESPN.
Listen, you know who doesn't mind how long the break is? My friends over at the East Central Hotel. When I walk in there, Cappy and I walk in there, they say, Mr. Kaplan, Mr. Morales, you're home. Because East Central Hotel, right across the street on Fig, it's our home away from home here in downtown LA. We just had a big teammate gathering last week at the Nixo Lounge overlooking Fig. It's such a place. It is home. When I put my head to the pillow, I feel like I'm sleeping in my own bed because I'm there so many nights every week. The East Central Hotel in downtown LA, the home of entertainment. Call them today, 213-748-1291, 213-748-1291, and say, hey, I want the Cappy penthouse. Hey, I heard Chris Morales stays here. Well, maybe don't tell him that part. EastCentralHotel.com. Here's the key. Laker season's back. LA Kings season. You never want to get behind the wheel drunk. So make sure that part of your plan, you're going to have a beautiful dinner, you're going to have cocktails, you're going to go to the game, maybe you're going to a concert at Peacock. Make sure you have a great hotel. The biggest hotel rooms in downtown LA, the softest pillows, the softest towels. You know, you got the big bath towels, you got the washcloth. How about the middle towels? I use them for my privates. You can too. The East Central Hotel in downtown LA. Cappy and Morales is downtown LA, home away from home.
The Lake Show lives here.
Luka, another three. Good again! I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
Tonight, Luka and the Lake Show are set for preseason. Game 4 in Phoenix, Arizona.
And now I'm here, so it all starts again with fresh minds, so I'm very excited about it.
Coverage of Lakers versus Suns gets going tonight at 5:30 p.m.
Your Lakers, your season, your home. ESPN LA.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this football season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. PrizePicks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Josh Allen's passing yards, rushing yards, and touchdowns? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup only on PrizePicks. Follow other PrizePicks players directly on the app and copy their lineups in one click. Whether it's a friend, a celebrity partner, or just someone whose picks you like, hit the follow button and check out every lineup they create in the new Feed tab on PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a great way to put your takes to the test. If you want flexibility, choose FlexPlay, where you can get paid even if one of your picks misses. And if you want the biggest payouts, go for the Power Play. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TRAV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right.
John Ireland here with the Hall of Famer,
Saturday,
Big
brother.
Game James Worthy for iSpot Active.
Love
Check
it.
out their website, ICEBODactive.com.
This is the new concept for icing. John, I love it.
iSpot Active sells form-fitted stretch shirts and pants with pockets that hold ice-cold gel packs. Everybody I know that has bought one of these things truly loves it. Gotta get yours before they're sold out. Take it from James Worthy. Start feeling better today at iSpotActive.com.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
They say a full marathon is the ultimate test. For me, it's more than a race. It's a milestone I once thought impossible. Michelle Smallman here, and I'm running my very first marathon in New York City with the support of Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assists powered by Parity. Together, we're empowering girls and women through sports and education, with grants to 32 organizations in 21 states. Every step I take is for the finish line and for the next generation chasing their dreams. Here's to 26.2 miles and a future with no limits.
It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well.
2:35 on a live imaging Tuesday presented by Providence on Mason and Ireland. Playing a little Pulp from that Pulp Fiction scene, right?
Pulp Fiction. John loves the movie Pulp Fiction.
Most overrated movie of all time.
Really?
Agreed.
You think it's the most overrated movie of all time? Really?
I do.
I've never heard this bit before.
Yeah, no, he
No,
hates
and
Pulp
I
Fiction.
walked out of it.
He doesn't get it.
You
He
walked
doesn't
out of Pulp
understand it.
Fiction?
I did.
So how do you even know?
Wow.
How do you even
I
know
had
how it
seen
turns
enough.
out?
Wow.
Yeah.
I agree with
Well,
John, though.
Yeah,
I
I agree that
do
it's
not
over-
like Pulp Fiction. I really don't care for it. I don't really get it. There's just some stuff said in the movie that I don't really agree with, that people who are saying it should say it. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of Pulp Fiction.
I think it's one of the great screenplays.
It's a great movie.
Sure.
I don't know if it's one of the
George
greatest
Shinano's
years.
favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, I mean,
what
it's,
happens in it? Like, you know,
What do
it's
you
like,
mean?
I know what happens because I've watched the movie, but it's like it's also nothing happens.
yeah, it's a character-driven action movie.
Did you ever see the movie Jackie Brown?
No.
Oh my God!
I
Jackie Brown
generally
is
don't
so
care
good.
for Tarantino. I do
Okay.
like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay.
He doesn't capture me.
The
I
great
prefer,
Pam Grier.
I prefer
Jackie
Altman. I prefer Paul Thomas Anderson. But yeah, I don't really care for Tarantino at all.
Brian, do you have a take on Pulp Fiction? Have you seen it?
Of course. Always loved it. I don't know.
That
Samuel L.
Little
Jackson,
Giants
great.
in a double feature.
Sign me up.
By the way, there's a reason, John. We didn't mention this, but we were talking about Joe Davis eating during the broadcast last night,
Right.
eating pink turkey. One of the reasons
That's
why
not a euphemism either.
no, it's actually not. One of the reasons why John is so careful about not eating. Damn, I cannot find the
come on,
drop.
man. You
I
gotta-
had the
we just
drop.
played it the
ready
other
to
day on the morning
roll.
show.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's John burping. Oh yeah, John in the middle of a show.
Well,
one
this
time,
is you burped.
Yeah.
You can keep trying to pin this on me, but it was you that
John
burped.
ate something during the show.
Oh, no, we played the audio of him choking.
Oh no, listen to him burping.
It was late in the game.
Yeah, that was Mason, and he's been trying to blame that on me for years.
It's not the Wendy Williams
Does
fart
anybody
thing
in
too?
the world believe that's not John?
But the one of him
Anybody.
choking is pretty good, too.
I don't know the choking one.
Yeah. Lindsay knows where it is. I don't
Yeah,
know where it is,
I
but-
definitely.
See, I mean, he's full-blown choking, but he gets through the end of the read.
It was late in the game.
One thing I wanted to get to. Okay, so
Well, hey, let me do two things. First
Yes,
of all,
do it.
Darren Bass reminded me about a cameo that should be a top 3 cameo of all time.
Okay.
Darren, thank you for reminding me. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the co-pilot in Airplane.
Oh, that's right.
You know, where that kid comes up and says, I know you. You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He goes, no, I'm Roger Murdoch. And the kid won't let it go, and he finally grabs him and goes, he goes, my dad says you only try in the playoffs. And he grabs the kid and goes, you tell your dad to drag Walton and Lanier around for 48 minutes and then come talk to
That's
me.
awesome. That's
And
awesome.
so that was good. And the other thing I wanted to ask you is, has anyone told Lucas that he's been chopped in guillotine?
Oh, yeah, Lucas has been chopped. Is he here today?
Lucas, you're chopped.
Yeah, Lucas
Yeah,
is chopped.
so tell Lucas he's got to come with the Mike Tyson tattoo. What do you want to say? Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Oh, poor little Lucas.
Oh,
wearing the,
little Lucas.
wearing the,
Yeah,
Mike
wearing the
Ask Lucas. Find out if Lucas is working on Friday.
It's going to make
And
him
if
look tough.
If he is, the tattoo is in. If you walk into Bergman's office, he's got a closet to the left of his door. It's on the top shelf. Tell Lucas to get to stepping. We want the Mike Tyson tattoo.
Absolutely. He's the first guy. And I needed Caleb Williams to come through last night with a few points.
By
and
the
I was
way,
the last guy.
What day is Matthew Berry? Is Matthew Berry coming on this week?
Thursday, yeah, Thursday.
Okay, so we've got to ask him, Mace. I have to imagine that is the closest anyone's ever come to getting chopped without getting chopped. The final score was you beat him. Oh, wait, you must have had somebody going Monday night.
Yeah, Caleb Williams went last night. Did I beat him by more than a point? Because at one point,
not even a point. You beat him by less than a point.
Hanging in there.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know who I'm going to bid on this week, but I need to obviously add some talent to my
revamp
roster.
that team,
spend some of that free agent money.
Last place Mace.
Last place
That is your
Mace.
name.
It is right in the name.
You want to talk about your boy Caleb, though? You know, he had a good night, right?
How about Caleb Williams, huh? How about Caleb last night? People are talking, John. People are talking about Caleb Williams.
I know. They're saying words like playoffs involving the Bears. They're still in last place in the division.
Well, they're 3-2. I think aren't they in front of Minnesota at this point?
Is it Minnesota also 3-2?
It's a good question. I don't know the answer to that, but they're right there.
Yeah.
The point is they've won 3 in a row, and everything I said about Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams has come true. Here's
They
Devin.
are at the bottom of the division at 3-2.
What's Minnesota's record?
Also 3-2.
Okay, there you go. So they're tied for
the bottom.
They're a game out of first.
Yeah, but you've been
out of
pushing
first in the
Caleb Williams
division.
and the Bears for 2 years now.
Here's Devin McCourty.
I look at this, what we're talking about, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams. They're just getting started.
That's
like,
right.
you watched that offense last night. They weren't even clicking on all cylinders. Yes, he designed some good screens and different things to get guys in open space, but Caleb Williams misses a long shot to Odunze down the sideline. There was passes on third down, and they're just a little bit off. So if I'm a Bears fan, I'm fired up for what's to come.
Fired up for what's to come. John, you and I have a mythical money bet on this. You've got the Raiders. I've got the Bears. I think I win that bet
record?
easy.
Well,
they both won this week.
Right, but he made the bet.
Yeah, but the Bears are good. I mean, the Raiders are a horrific team.
He made the bet. I can't
But
control.
bite your tongue.
The Raiders might be able to win 2 more games if you look at their schedule.
Maybe.
They just won this week. What are you talking
They
about?
beat the Titans.
Yeah. A
Hey.
bad Tennessee team.
And by the way, every time you hear Pete Carroll in the postgame, you could hear his teeth moving in his mouth.
Oh, stop.
He's like,
It's the gum.
Don't
It's
pick
the gum.
on Pete. Don't pick on Pete
no,
Carroll.
it's his gums because he needs more of that. What do you put it? Fixing it?
He's got fixing on the dentures. Is
Yeah,
that what you're going for?
yeah.
Yeah. Old person. Hey, why are you making that joke about me in the morning show?
No, my bit with you on the morning show was when we went out to the state dinner last week is that you took out your teeth to put in chompers.
Which is totally untrue.
But it's a good bit.
It's a good bit.
Everyone likes it so far.
This is like the one where Lindsay made up a fact that I made some sound during a read, and even when Lindsay and Chris play the read, it's not there.
Now here's the problem, though. Now I hear it constantly. So when you did Whiners on Friday, there was one. I didn't play it on the air, but I heard it personally.
Yeah.
When I was editing them, I heard the.
No one's hearing it other than you.
No, Lindsay. I mean, she started the bit.
Well,
not
Lindsay
me.
hates me, so that's.
I don't know if Lindsay hates you.
She
No, I
just
don't.
strongly dislikes you.
Oh, so is it you that she hates, Mace?
Yo,
Oh yeah, that's 100%.
I am kind of public enemy number one.
All right, so she strongly dislikes me and hates you.
And apparently, I need to put teeth in to eat steak.
But that's my bit.
That's your bit. Right.
I just think it's a funny bit.
Yeah, I like it. I'm all for the bits. Hey, it's the Pure Play Sweepstakes. Enter now for your chance. By the way, we didn't get to anything that was in that tease. We'll have it all for you tomorrow. Enter now for your chance to win an next-gen reverse osmosis water system for your home, plus an ESPN LA prize pack with sports tickets and gear. Don't wait. Go to pureplaysweepstakes.com today. Got to be 18, got to be a homeowner. Bring home the win only at pureplaysweepstakes.com. By the way, next gen coming to my house. I got that thing. Have you ever had that thing where the roots grow into your water system?
Yeah. I just had them cleaned out about 2 months ago.
We got to do that. Yep. So next gen is coming over tomorrow when it stops raining. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some game of games. Jacob and Ronnie's supposed to be here. And whose game is it? It's Ireland's game.
Me.
Yeah. All right. We will rock Game of Games coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, time to talk about National University. I love these guys. Had a chance to meet them a couple of months ago. They get it. They understand that not everybody's schedule is the same. And if you want to get a degree, sometimes you got to do it on your own schedule. National University was born and built right here in Southern California. They have more than 150 degree programs, credentials, and certificates. And here's the best part. They have 4 and 8 week online courses, a generous transfer credit policy, and millions handed out in scholarships last year. And you're never on your own. NU gives you whole team support, professors, advisors, resources to keep you on track so you can finish strong. I met a bunch of these guys. These are the people you want in your corner because they know you're not just one thing. You can be a professional, a dreamer, and a doer. They call that an ander. And NU is made for students like you. So whether you're chasing your career goals, life goals, or both, National University is here to help with your own future. They'll help you plan a degree that works for you. Score your own big win with National University, proud sponsor of the Lakers. Check them out today at nu.edu. Again, that website, nu.edu, National University.
Want to stay up on the latest slang? Forget TikTok. Just listen to Sedano and Cap in the morning.
Hey, Cappy, I got a new word for you.
Yeah.
My nephew was talking about something being bad this week, and he goes, "Oh, no, man, that's totally buns." And I was
Buns?
like, what?
Buns
and that's
is a
like a
thing.
thing
Yeah,
now.
like- Really?
Yeah,
Like
something-
booty.
Like, that's buns.
That's buns, like B-U-N-Z? That's buns?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sedano and Cap. Weekday mornings starting at 7 on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Don't sit on the sidelines if you've been injured in an accident. Hey, it's Travis, and at Normand Legal, Joseph S. Normand and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way into the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-1234, 213-747-1234, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with Normand Legal.
Here's something I learned firsthand. A lot of ERs don't have pediatric specialists. But did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles is the go-to for complex cases? When my son Danny had a scary fall and later developed Bell's palsy, other ERs called Children's Hospital Los Angeles for their guidance. Their expertise isn't just in-house. It's a resource for the whole community. When it comes to kids' emergencies, CHLA is the MVP that other hospitals turn to. Visit chla.org to learn more about their expert care today.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Your fantasy roster is set. The smack talk is heating up, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing the ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Make the connection today with ESPN Bet Fan Center and the ESPN Fantasy app. ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
The Lake Show lives here.
Luka, another three. Good again!
I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
Tonight, Luka and the Lake Show are set for preseason. Game 4 in Phoenix, Arizona.
And now I'm here, so it all starts again with fresh mind, so I'm very excited about it.
Coverage of Lakers versus Suns gets going tonight at 5:30 p.m.
Your Lakers, your season, your home. ESPN LA. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pre-game with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum at SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhbc.com or follow them at PlayHBC. Must be 21 plus to enter.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and it is John Ireland's game today. John, let's see. We were expecting Jacob. He's not here yet.
Travis is coming in.
Travis is coming in. All right, cool. Describe your game a little bit there, John, while we wait for Travis.
Okay, so this is a version of the old TNT game. Now, as you guys know, TNT no longer has the NBA rights.
Yeah.
So this is who he play for.
Yep.
I'll give you the name of an NBA player with 3 possible teams. You tell me which team he now plays for.
Okay.
All right? Does that make sense?
That makes sense. So John's going to name a player and a couple of teams. You tell him what team this guy plays for. Who he play for is the name of the game, Travis.
Okay. So is Travis there or you just want me to go?
I am, but
Travis
I can't hear
here.
him yet.
He's here.
Okay. Well, Travis can just join in when he figures it out. All right, here we go.
I didn't hear that.
Former Laker D'Angelo Russell now plays for A, Dallas, B, Houston, or C, San Antonio. Brian Cohen, Dallas, Houston, or San Antonio?
Dallas.
Okay, Emily.
Dallas.
Mace.
Dallas.
And then Travis is about to put his headset on.
All right, so we'll give this to him.
Travis
was Dallas.
says Dallas, yeah.
All right, so number 2. Former Clipper Norman Powell now plays for A, Detroit, B, Miami, or C, Orlando. Emily, Detroit, Miami, or Orlando?
Detroit.
Okay, Mace.
I'm going to go Detroit also.
Travis.
Orlando.
Brian.
Orlando.
The answer is Miami. You all missed it. They trade to show you how much we follow the Clippers closely here in Los Angeles. They traded him to Miami at the end of last year. All right, everybody still has one.
Yes.
Kristaps Porzingis now plays for A, Atlanta, B, Washington, or C, Charlotte. Mace, Atlanta, Washington, or Charlotte for Kristaps Porzingis.
Washington.
Travis, Atlanta, Washington, or Charlotte?
Atlanta.
Brian.
Charlotte.
Emily.
Washington.
Travis is the only one who got that. And Travis,
I thought about Atlanta.
It sounded like you knew. Did you know?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Travis has 2. Everyone else has 1.
You were not tracking Kristaps Porzingis this offseason.
I was not.
All right. Trav, this one coming to you first.
Okay.
Michael Porter Jr. now plays for A, New York, B, Philadelphia, or C, Brooklyn. The Knicks, the Sixers, or the Nets, Trav?
Brooklyn.
All right, Brian.
Brooklyn.
Emily.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'm with the crowd.
All right, that's true. He now plays in Brooklyn.
He
All right.
has to take the subway. He never takes the subway. He spent $250 on Ubers a day.
Good to know. Lonzo Ball, Brian, now plays for A, Cleveland, B, Milwaukee, or C, Indiana. Lonzo, Cleveland, Milwaukee, or Indiana?
Cleveland.
Okay, Emily.
Milwaukee.
Mace.
Indiana.
Trav.
Milwaukee.
The answer is Cleveland, and
What?
Brian Cohen
Brian
has tied
said
Trav for the lead.
Nice.
Brian 3, Trav 3, Emily 2, Mace 2. All right. M. Kevon Looney now plays for A, Portland, B, New Orleans, or C, Minnesota. Kevon Looney, Portland, New Orleans, or Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Mace.
New Orleans.
Trav.
What's the third choice?
Portland, New Orleans, or Minnesota?
Portland.
Brian.
I'm going to go Portland as well.
Steve Mason has
Yes.
tied for the
Oh,
lead.
yeah, we do,
The answer is New Orleans. All right. We have 3 more and then a tiebreak.
I've been getting ready for my fantasy basketball draft. I'm doing mock drafts, so I got a little bit of this
You had
stuff.
a Looney
I had
deep dive?
I'm looking at Looney, yes, for the draft.
Okay, Mace, you get to go first on this one. Our old friend KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, now plays for A, Utah, B, Denver, or C, Memphis. Utah, Denver, or Memphis?
Well, he played for Denver. I will actually say Denver.
Denver. Okay, Trav. Utah, Denver, or Memphis for KCP?
Memphis.
Okay, Brian.
Like Utah.
Emily.
Memphis.
We've got you
The
surrounded.
answer is Memphis.
Yes.
Hey.
So Trav has the lead by
Nice.
1. He has 4. Brian, Emily, and Mace have 3 each. So Trav, you get to go first.
Okay.
Jordan Clarkson, former Laker, now plays for A, New York, B, Philadelphia, or C, Oklahoma City.
New York.
Okay, Brian.
Philly.
Emily.
I'm sorry, repeat who you're talking about again?
Jordan Clarkson, New York, Philadelphia, or OKC?
New York.
Mace.
New York.
New York is the correct answer, which means Brian is out.
Oh, sorry, Brian.
Trav has 5. Emily and Mace have 4. So, Trav, you can win it right here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right? And Emma
We
and
got to
Mace,
go different.
You got to go different. Okay. Trav, Dennis Schroeder, who is now on his 10th NBA
goodness.
team,
Crazy.
plays for A, Toronto, B, Golden State, or C, Sacramento. Raptors, Warriors, or Kings, Trav?
Kings.
All right. M, you can pick Toronto or Golden State.
Toronto.
Mace.
I'm going to try Toronto as well.
Travis won it. He plays for the Sacramento Kings. You'll
you know
see
it?
him
I did know that one.
on Friday
Yeah.
in the Lakers' last preseason game. Let's do the tiebreaker just for fun.
Okay.
Including players, coaches, and contributors. So all 3 of those. How many former Lakers are in the Hall of Fame? Closest wins, and you can go over. So including players, coaches, and contributors. For example, Chick Hearn's in, he's a contributor.
Okay.
Dr. Buss is in, he's a contributor.
Now, would you consider guys that played here briefly?
Yes.
Okay.
Anybody who suited up.
Malone and
Anybody
those
who has
guys,
ever played a game for the Lakers, players, coaches, and contributors. How many former Lakers are in the Hall of Fame? Brian, you got a number?
52.
All right, M.
25.
Mace.
18.
Trav.
35.
I think, yep. The winner is Travis Rogers. The correct answer is 41.
Whoa. That's amazing. That is
kind of between Brian and Trav, but Trav was the closest. And so, Trav, your day. You win the tiebreaker and the game.
Yeah, you weren't here yesterday, John. I nearly, what is it, the hopeless loser? What's it called?
Yeah, he almost won Lucky Loser
Yes.
yesterday.
Yes.
He got one right
I got
by
one
accident.
right on accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what normally happens.
Yeah.
And do we have a scoreboard for this month?
We do. I'm winless. I have not won in
Wow. She'll
the
fix
month
that.
of October. So Mace has 3, Brian has 2, DeAndre's got 1, Pepe's got 1, John's got 1, Sue's got 1, and Travis got on the board today.
Nice.
I'll take it.
All right, so
I'll
it's
take it.
all spread out for the month of October. All right, Game of Games is brought to you by Jacob Imrani. It's raining today, right? It's sloppy out there. It's hard. Be careful. Jacob wants everybody to be careful, but if something happens, in the rain, make sure you remember calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. Let's do a little Dodgers during Crosstalk. Coming up next for you, Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The Lake Show lives here.
Luka, another three. Good again!
I told you time and time again that we won't stop.
Tonight, Luka and the Lake Show are set for preseason. Game 4 in Phoenix, Arizona.
And now I'm here, so it all starts again with fresh minds, so I'm very excited about it.
Coverage of Lakers versus Suns gets going tonight at 5:30 p.m.
Your Lakers, your season, your home. ESPN LA.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Hey, Los Angeles, your Rams return home to SoFi Stadium on Sunday, November 2nd to host the Saints in a classic NFC West versus NFC South showdown. You can experience this game live from SoFi Stadium by visiting therams.com/NO. Again, that is therams.com/NO to see stars like Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford, and Jared Verse battle Alvin Kamara and the Saints on Sunday, November 2nd at 1:05 p.m. Grab your tickets now, and we'll see you at the Rams house.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season. I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa. Yeah, you know, Ireland, DeMarco walked in and called me an old fella. I'm like, what the hell, old fella? What is that about? Why would you call me an old fella?
I call old people young fella and young people old man. It's just like.
So what does that make me?
You're a young fella. That's why
I'm a young fella.
You're a young fella.
But you just said you call old guys young fella.
Right, you're screwed either way.
All right, yeah, no, I cannot win this. I cannot win
I'm going to
this.
stay away from this for you.
I'm very sensitive.
My
about
bad.
it.
I'm so sorry. You look great, though.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Holding up well for a man of your age.
You know, for your age and condition, you look great. You look terrific.
You look terrific. There you go.
So how you feeling about?
Has anyone ever described you as spry?
No, I'm not
that's
yet
bad
at
news.
spry age. Not spry yet.
Spry is bad.
So how you feeling last night? First of all, have you ever seen an 8-6-2 double play?
Has anybody?
No, I have
never. It was that was super weird.
How long did it take you to figure out what was going on? I took the announcers a little bit.
It took me a good 3 or 4 minutes. Yeah. It was very, very
I
confusing.
give everybody a pass, Trav, because I didn't know what to do. If I was on third base, I wasn't sure what to do.
Well, yeah, I think you're right.
What was Dino Ebel's signal? to
I
Teo.
don't know what that was.
Yeah.
So it was very the two groups got it right. The umpires umpired it exactly right.
On it.
On the
Completely.
spot, exactly right. And the Brewers knew what was up right from the beginning.
Yes.
So I get it. That plays, 200 feet away from Teo. But what the one part that I will be critical of Teo a little bit, but because I generally agree with you guys, it was a very confusing turn of events.
Yeah.
But the second that ball hits his glove, he goes. Like he clearly did not know the rule that if it pops up, it doesn't matter. The second it hits his glove, you're gone. Because even if he catches it cleanly after it pops out, he still gets to go at first contact. You can't juggle the ball.
As soon as it hits the glove,
the second it hits the glove, he's got to go. And if it goes off the glove of the wall, then he goes anyway. He makes it standing up, walking in if he goes when it hits the. That's the part that he messed up. The rest of it was very confusing.
Here's a question that I should know, but I don't. What's the significance of that yellow line on the top of the wall?
Right,
Yeah.
I just asked that. Right.
So I believe it's so you can see the ball go over from a distance.
Okay.
If it hits the yellow line, it's not a home run.
No.
It's to help.
It is
and
a
if
visual
it hits
cue.
above the line, it's still not a home run.
No, if it hits above the line, it's over the fence. Right? So above
So it's just the top of the fence is painted yellow.
The top of the fence is painted yellow so the umpires can see it better.
Over the line,
I believe
if it
is
hits
what it is.
the yellow,
it's in play.
In play.
I
Okay.
believe that's right. I would not bet my car on it.
Yeah. So Dave Roberts says it was 50-50 on whether or not to roll with Snell through the ninth inning. I don't know anybody who thinks. I mean, I texted to our group chat. I said complete game would be legendary.
Yeah, it would have been.
First complete game in the playoffs since 2017. What?
He'd face the minimum.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Dude.
What are we doing?
Oh, my God.
I don't want to hear about pitch count.
Mowing it
It's the
down.
postseason. I don't care about pitch count.
And he had gone through 8 innings facing the minimum guys relatively stress-free, right?
Yes.
And this wasn't where he'd been walking guys.
Nope.
This was as low as the pitch count could reasonably be considered, and I'm waiting for somebody to tell me what the magic number is where you get hurt. Because if it's 103, then no one should ever throw over 103.
Right.
But what's the difference between 103 and 113 or 115?
Yeah, the point of pitch
just
counts
go.
during the regular season is so that you can just let guys go in the postseason.
Yes.
I don't understand why
what about
103 is yanked.
Fatigue, because it's one game and you still have to play this series plus another if you move on.
In a game where
So
you've
do
got,
you worry about that with Snell?
but in a game where you've
overthrowing?
got this kind of bullpen, you need that extra inning.
I think what you said, Mace, is the answer to the question. Yes, I do worry about it, but I also worry about winning the game tonight.
Yeah,
and that trumps the larger concern of what he's going to look like a week from now, 2 weeks from now. That if I don't win tonight, and
Dude,
John, I nearly raced to my phone to text you when I saw Trinan warming up.
I was in a hotel room by myself, Trav, and I screamed no, and I thought that I would get a knock from security.
On text, he bet me $20,000 mythical dollars that Blake Trinan was going to blow the game.
Okay,
Oh my God.
so this is me taking a very minor victory lap because I was getting ready to say I knew he's going to blow it anyway. But I told you guys there was going to be a situation where he's going to come into the game again, and the game was going to be on the line.
Yeah.
There's
Well, it seems clear they're not afraid to use him.
clearly, and I didn't love it. I thought that Sasaki regressed dramatically in the brief time that he was out there, but it happened last night. It will happen again. This is part of their plan. I don't love it. I don't think any Dodger fan loves it, but he is not going anywhere.
Your bad play meets somebody even dumber than you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was helpful.
So tonight,
that was helpful.
Tonight, close game. Let's
Yeah.
say it's a close game. Freddie Peralta's really good. He threw 6 scoreless against the Dodgers in Milwaukee this year. Tight game. What do you do in the, let's say Yamamoto, let's hope he gets 7.
Okay.
What do you do 8-9?
Vezia 8 and Sasaki 9.
Do you
See
feel
what happens.
comfortable with Sasaki now?
No.
I
But
think he might be shook.
I feel most comfortable with him.
Don't put that out there, Mace.
No, what do you mean? No,
Don't put that out there.
He did not have a feel for the strike zone.
No.
His splitter was diving out of the zone.
Okay, you guys tell me what you think about this, because I don't know if I'm just projecting based on the result of what happened or whether I was actually seeing it in real time. He didn't have that fearless look in his
I agree.
face the way that he did in the Red Series, the way that he did in the clearly
Philly
in the Philadelphia series, and even the way he looked in Arizona when they brought him. Like, he had this, I got nothing to lose, let's just go do it. Yesterday was the first time he looked like the Sasaki we saw early in the season, where he wasn't in the strike zone. I think he only threw 1 first pitch strike to the 5 guys he faced.
Yep.
He was out of the zone the whole time, and the energy I was getting was, I don't know if I'm up for this energy.
Yeah.
And again, maybe it's just because he didn't pitch well, and that's what I was feeling. But he did not instill that level of confidence. And DeMarco, I'd said to you 100 times, he kind of came in relief, like, let's go.
He did.
And he didn't look like that last
John,
night.
get ready to scream more.
Yeah.
You can't get around it.
But I would imagine
I've accepted. I know they're going to.
We'll see Emmett Sheehan at some point tonight, I would imagine.
Do you use him for just an inning? I guess you can.
I
mean, they did against the Phillies
to win the game.
You're right.
Thing,
I mean, you need some sort of bridge to get to Sasaki.
You're right.
If you're going to go that way.
Sheehan over Vezia?
Depends on the run of hitters, right?
Okay.
How about helping out with
lefties
some
or
runs?
righties?
How about helping out with some runs? Can you make it easy?
Okay.
Is that possible?
I feel a little bit better about their offense relative to what we saw in Philadelphia, even if they only scored a couple of runs.
So
they hit the ball hard.
Hit it
last
hard.
night.
Hit it hard. They make some great defensive plays.
Yes.
Also, I looked at, for example, Andy Pages had a 10-pitch at bat. I thought that was a good sign. Shohei Ohtani seemed to have a better feel at the plate.
It's coming.
Made contact. I think it's coming for these guys.
I do too.
And it hasn't gotten here yet. And when it does, they're going to be unbelievably scary.
Optimistic Travis is in the building.
That's crazy. What happened?
You better open the roof.
What happened to Travis Downer?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like having 4 aces in your hand. That feels pretty good. Right? When you got one guy after the next, you could just roll one out there. But I did not love the Trinan thing, and he escaped.
Good for him.
He got out of it.
But he
By the way,
escaped.
Bryce Terang.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God! What are you
Bryce
looking at?
Terang could have tied the game.
Yeah.
If he had worn one.
Mm-hmm.
He says now, in retrospect, obviously he should have, but instinct took over.
Mm-hmm.
Were you ever in that situation? Situation like that?
Well, sure.
Do you guys remember Rudy Stein?
Oh yeah. I don't want to, Coach. I don't want to get in there, Stein.
Yeah.
Stein.
Stein.
He was the worst hitter on the Bad News Bears, and Walter Matthau made him go in there and take one.
Absolutely. So I you know what? I hadn't thought about this until
you're
you
gonna
said,
wear it.
So
Yeah.
there you go. Right.
Yeah.
Rudy Stein, Buttermaker told him you go
Get
in there and you wear one.
take
So
one.
anything close, you're kind of leaning into. Terang
He's
was up
trying to
there
get a hit.
looking to get a hit.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, your first instinct takes over. And by the way,
He's out of there.
Trinan's throwing 95 miles an hour.
Right, sure.
So when someone throws 95 miles an hour and it's your human instinct is to get the hell out of the way.
Help.
Yeah,
help.
You
I
get
went
out of the
here.
way.
Exactly.
So I'm thrilled it happened the way it
me
did.
too.
It was
but
less that. It was his strikeout swing.
You're right about that.
That thing was over his head.
Yeah. He
that was a
chased.
terrible.
Oh,
that
my
was
God.
bad.
He
that was
chased on that
TOS.
pass for sure.
But thank you. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Thank you. We'll take it. Absolutely.
And tonight I don't know how you feel about this, but I think if they win tonight, it's over.
No,
it's over.
No, DeMarco's heard me say I do not ever do that. I don't care if they win the first 3.
You know that historically, best of 7
look,
teams that lose the first 2
Dave
at
Roberts
home
was on the team that was down
3-25.
0-3.
I understand, and I don't care. Until the math can say what the math wants to say, until they're out, I'm going to assume they have a chance.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you, Mace, but
yeah.
I mean, at some point
that's
the
right
odds are
mindset.
just,
Yeah,
the odds are against
I hear you, but like Ireland just said, the Dave Roberts Red Sox team came back from a 3-0 hole. The Dodgers, when they won the World Series in 2020, came back from a 3-1 hole.
How about this?
It happens.
If they clobber the Brewers, if they absolutely steamroll the Dodgers, you may change.
There's a little bit of dynamic.
Completely outclass them.
Your momentum is as good as the next day's starting pitcher.
Right.
You know what I don't?
And it's pretty good.
You're right about that.
You know what I don't like is I don't like the Thursday afternoon game. It is terrible. It's almost like robbing us of a home field advantage game.
It is.
Because there are good seats available, right?
Oh, the top by the foul poles will be empty.
Yeah, I mean tickets available.
Yeah.
At 6 p.m. we've got a crowd. At 3 p.m. it's harder to put together a big rowdy crowd.
So on Thursday, unless the ALCS is a sweep, there will be an American. Oh, that'll be in Seattle though too. So they're both West Coast.
That's why they're doing it. Yeah. So
right, but if that's a good point though, Trev. If the ALCS is a sweep, would they move that 3:00 game to 5?
I think it's in stone. I was just looking at it. There was not a pending, the outcome of the other series asterisk on it. It was 3-0.
So when is game 3 and 4 of the ALCS?
Wednesday, Thursday.
All right, so game 4, it's irrelevant. Thursday's game 4.
Right. I keep losing track of the days of the week.
Go Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thursday, Friday, Wednesday. No.
Tomorrow.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Tomorrow's the travel day.
Are you going, Denny?
Yeah. Maybe Saturday. We'll see.
Yeah, I think we're going to Saturday.
I'd like to go to Saturday.
Yeah,
Look, I hope there isn't a Saturday.
Yeah, me too.
I hope they're already into the World Series by that point.
Sweep them, exactly. All right, what do you guys got coming up? Anything good?
Old fella stuff.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
You know,
is that going to bother you the rest of the day?
It's just one little thing gets stuck in my head,
Yeah.
and then it bothers me.